this year. Are you excited for this weekend?
Oh, I'm super excited for today because we got a lot of crazy matches. Some of these matches even could be like if you just blindly ask someone, like, hey, we got a Raxus against Ismo matchup. Where in the tournament would that be? It's like maybe a finals? No, it is a round 1 on day 3. So one of those players is not going to make it today, but we're definitely all here to find out. And there's so many other more matches coming your way.
There's definitely a lot of matches. We've got a grand total of 8 today where we're going to get another 4 players that are going to qualify through for our Europe Cup. Also say last week, first time we've really seen stack bans in a competitive format as well. Do you think any of the players have learned from last weekend and can maybe adapt going into today?
Oh, we have seen for stack ban, I think 3 different kind of styles of stack pre-ban. You could go either for banning out the counter picks, so therefore you can't be counted by, let's say, a Fern or any kind of specific late pick unit in Aya.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
Banning out the core, which I think has been the best strategy thus
far.
You're
right on time for this one, baby.
Unit of the enemy team. In case of LDs, very easy. In the case of non-LDs, it's a little bit harder because you're probably banning out your own unit.
Long time no see, is it?
For
hello there.
That enables one of your units, whereas we have seen a Layla
How are you doing today?
On, which just enabled different units for the enemy. But first of all, we got the overview of the tournament.
Exactly. Here we have the overview. It was
definitely looking forward to.
For today,
I think we got Ismu and
of the SWC this
and
year.
Rax.
Every player needs to win. Well, all of their matches, even if they've got 1 or if they've got 2, in order to get to our Europe Cup, which is going to be happening on the 26th of September. In Hamburg. Obviously, they're trying to get some prize money along the way as well. A grand total of 216,000 smackaroonies are available for the winner. Well, the winners, I should say, in total split between all of them. And we've already got our 1 qualified player from that qualifier in Korea, say, being Skit. But there's still 11 spots.
All right, welcome to the stream, guys. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Today we got the Europe Day 3 qualifier
from the for the European Cup.
You guys are excited?
I'm excited. Qualified players for the Europe Cup itself. Also, we do already see a bunch of the
little Bobble did 100 LDs and got nothing. Hey, that wasn't me.
This morning they will have another qualifying round tomorrow. But we also have a very nice announcement for you guys. I'm going to hand this over to you, Sam.
There we have it.
Ooh, look at that.
We're going to be launching our tickets for the Europe Cup in Hamburg. They're going to be available on the 21st of August, which is next Friday for everybody, at 6 o'clock at universe.com. So make sure you stay in tune for all of the social media that we have. Summoners War EU on Instagram to see where the links would be to go and grab your tickets. It's going to be happening on the 26th of September at 2 o'clock, the actual event in Experion. Super excited.
I am Benny. I am the China commentator. Ni hao.
Right, because these tickets go so fast.
Yeah, we actually have seen it with different events like Tour of Europe. They're sold out in just a minute. Especially in Paris, these events go crazy fast. Berlin, most of the time, these events go super fast as well. But in Hamburg, it's a little bit new, so you don't really know if you have to be there quick. So therefore, I would recommend you to be there quick exactly at, what was it, 6 p.m.?
6 p.m. next Friday, universe.com. Make sure you are there to claim your ticket for that Europe Cup. And like you said, you know, it's a new.
Is audio good, chat? Well. Testing 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the stream.
From Hamburg, let us know.
Can you hear the
5-minute
audio from Stations and Samwell?
Watch some live competitive Summoners War RTA.
Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello there.
It's always crazy good to be a defense because you get to meet all the players, but it's also one of those things.
All right, all those good.
Kind of go together as
thank
a
you.
gathering thing where they have some drinks before, some drinks after. Maybe they book a hotel together on Airbnb. It's always super nice to meet people in person. But also, of course, we got this prediction event. And how have you been doing on those predictions so far?
I don't even know if my prediction is correct, to be honest.
I'm missing a few.
I have no memory of doing any of these predictions.
I don't want to click stuff on all of the awards that I can get from claiming them. You know, I want my LPs.
Hello, Bordeaux. Hello, new EG shop.
In my account, I probably need the re-apps as well.
Aren't you the famous China commentator? Ni hao.
Improve your account on Summoners War, right?
That is
yeah, it absolutely is. And of course, as you already mentioned, this is what you're all doing it for. Those scrolls that you see.
I also missed the old SeanB.
Maybe you still need a Devilmon or 2.
He didn't have to pay mortgage.
Yes, I am definitely in that situation.
Good old
so
times,
I'm
bro.
seeing 2 on there.
Incredible
times.
times.
Get at least 2. Maybe I might even get a few more, but let's see how we get on with today.
Hello,
anyway,
welcome to the stream. I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
8 matches today, a total that's going to be huge for everybody to watch right there, and we'll be taking
you feel like the game hates you?
bracket very soon.
Dude.
You already commented at the start, say Ismo versus Raxaz being a day 3 round 1 match is unheard of.
I think I look younger
plenty
now.
of other matches as well that are also going to be real highlights. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. I think it was day 1.
I was a baby though.
Playing
Holy.
a full LD draft against Famicom.
Sometimes I randomly get a comment on one of my like 8-year-old video, and I watch for like 2 seconds and I cry.
That he's going for them cleaves. He loves all about the cleaves. But then again, on the leaderboards the last few days, he has been playing I think
quitting summoners will usually bring happiness. Do you guys agree? It's like guaranteed happiness if you quit summoners all. There's like 0 downside. If you want to be happier.
New player in SWC European.
Am I bolding? I can see your scalp. Who isn't bolding?
You love to see the new people.
I'm pretty sure you are bolding.
You know, really kind of testing the old
Think about
dogs, I would say.
Also, it's the fucking like massive light above my head here.
As we already know, we've got 4 qualified players already there. And these guys are trying to be those final 4 to kind of fill the rest of what that bracket
suddenly
will look
can't
like.
see my scalp anymore.
Absolute bangers. Stay tuned for all of the matches. Let us know in chat who you're supporting today, who you're wanting to go all the way through to that Europe Cup. There'll only be 4 of them, but maybe you can get some predictions right inside the chat as well. Say, I mean, do you think it's the day of underdogs, or do you think the favorites are going to come through on a day 3?
Well, it's actually rough to
say.
Good
morning.
From day 1, we had 4 players of Origin. In our first matches right now, once again, we have 4 players of Origin. So let's see if we do a little bit better than we did in day 1.
Imagine going to a random person and be like, yo, bro, you look fat. Yo, bro, your hair kind of weird. Like, that's pretty bad manner, don't you think? So, would recommend doing that. Because you're talking to me through a screen. Imagine doing that to a guy on the street. How would he react?
1 survivor. All for 1. And only 1
starting off with 1 for all in Tech. Here we go.
Yeah, let's see what we're gonna go for.
Maybe go here.
Heavily contesting his Aragorn against Famicom, but that was
the meta in different regions are so different.
In the case of Tech, it's not the case, but you're stealing away the main.
I don't think I saw a single Vanessa first pick today in China.
A Vanessa, so I like that style over there.
Oh, I like that though.
Going back to maybe what he's more known from on ladder as well there, say picking up that C grid, knows it's a real kind of element of his comp that he can't really get rid of, but we see that Dark Aragorn coming out now.
I like EU already. A lot of LDs. Loving it, bro. I enjoy seeing you get mad. Wait, I don't actually need you in my channel, though. I can ban you right now.
He wants to counter the Bruiser, where I think Tech is most comfortable in the water.
Crazy, I know.
His first turn, but we're not actually going to go full damage. We're going a bit of Bruiser damage related.
Like, if you don't behave, I'll just ban you, like, permaban. I don't really care too much.
Early turn as well.
Here we go, guys.
But like you said, can kind of survive through because of that invincibility.
He trying to cleave Pink Roy?
Really plays
maybe?
Out over the kind of constant of a whole match.
He looks very aggressive, and I like that. I like an aggressive man.
That's a signal of speed, but there's also great counts to an Etna. A Light Unicorn is a great counter. You could also
Rio, welcome to the stream, man.
Amongst the likes of Rakdos, because there's potentially a lot of crits on the enemy side. Plus, there's no sustain yet on the side of Tech. If it comes in the 5th, you can ban it out. So let's see if One For All wants to play a sustain game, or he's going to be countering with his own passives.
Let's find out. He's picking that final 5th pick right here. Like you said, does he need some more? Okay, we've seen a Jaeger. Can obviously get some threat state.
All right, 1 for all, going for Bruiser. Oh my god, wait a minute. That guy got buff, right?
Known as the Light Ezio.
He gets crit rate awakening now.
It's quite a while back. That was before its buff. Now it finally has the crit rate awakening.
I think Grax can do it this year. You never know with someone as well, bro. Anyone here is really strong.
Yeah, Light Unicorn get rid of some of the sustain coming through. He's gone for the Vanessa. He didn't want the revive in case that Ian got through. The mind games coming through.
Hello, Oni Rogue. Welcome.
Phase right there. So
welcome to the twist side.
Speed lead coming out from Tech. A defense lead on Light with 3 units is pretty strong as well for One For All. In our very first match of today in the Europe preliminaries, day number 3. I think it's Tech's turn.
Vanessa ban, Ian ban. Ooh, but Ian ignored all the passive, right? So could be scary.
Going for the capture first, does not connect it on this full resistance unit. Are we higher on the accuracy over there? We are.
We managed to get that stun coming through. Sigrid now is going to be teaming up. Can you get some more damage coming throughout? It feels like he's not going to be able to snipe something.
This Jäger's going to hurt. Oh, that's no Violet prompt. That's a big stun.
Because otherwise there would be immunity up in that second rotation. Now at least you can go for an Athena skill 2 in potentially coming after. But
dude, I streamed the China thing for like, what, 6 hours? Holy shit.
Because you probably have to start hitting this Jäger right now.
Yeah, and if not,
I'm glad I had Cray with me though.
Saved
me quite a fair bit.
Can go for the AoE, does get that one stun, but again, Jäger's time. Oh,
Jäger's gonna hurt. Can Jäger one shot? Oh wait, he can't now. He has to hit the 5 Megumi.
And that's the one thing you don't want to be hitting right now. The others are sitting on defense breaks. The others are low on HP.
Dude, how many turns did the enemy team move before Jäger one turn?
Threat stage right now, but where are you gonna send your first?
Yeah, where are you going to send it? You just want to confirm it.
Obabo is in, bro.
Confirm it right
Check out
now,
one of my older streams from last week.
Yeah, Aragorn, it's just a question. Which skill do you want to go for? You could go for skill 2, but it doesn't add that much. Just a simple skill 1 is fine.
And Sigrid is so cool.
You are looking not that lively. You have to get your Unicorn online. If the Unicorn takes an additional turn, it might be very crucial. But we have an alter ego coming in from this monkey. You can choose who you want to take out, and he's definitely taking his time choosing his target.
Oh, he chose to go for the horse.
Doesn't manage to kill it, but luckily for Tech, there was no additional turn there, say.
Oh, that additional turn could have absolutely turned the tables right there. That was a risky play.
Yeah, it has to happen between me and Cray. That's our first time, bro.
Take out the others, but so far it's still a rough
I'm pretty sure as we do it more often together, gonna get pretty good at it.
Right there. Skill 1, maybe even you want to try going the Unicorn. Hopefully it might get something.
All right.
Yeah, we do get.
Can Shio do it?
One of those questions. 15%.
He probably will, to be honest.
Is that enough on that
he
right
needs to kill the Jäger.
Right side, Jäger, is that 15%? It kind of does look like 50%, but I wouldn't bet on it, and neither does Tech.
No, confirm your kills in SWC. Say we say it every single time. A unit
Happy
off the field
Children's
is
Day.
So much better than it just managing to survive.
Today's Children's Day.
Have to do the miracle.
Do I get gift?
Yeah, Huaran has to do a lot of work, but his weakest form of playing against is additional damage artifacts. There's pretty much full stack on this.
Damn, that She-Hulk kind of tanky. Kind of tanky.
So I don't really see this Huaran doing it unless he can.
Welcome back to the stream, Mr. Zaraf.
He takes his next turn.
Yeah, can he get it here right now? He's going to probably send it into it, get some through damage onto it. Does he get the additional?
Yeah, one more skill 3 and it's over.
Oh, I think the additional. If he were to
I like the aggressive team winning, which means he's gonna do it more often. Hey. But then without Secret, I'm not sure it's gonna work though.
Tech 1-0 up.
The Secret pick is pretty important.
Europe preliminaries say. I mean,
when does Obabo play? He's already done. He's already in. Spoiler.
Is that a term?
But he's already in.
Yeah, I like these are I like the one. Also, last time
these are all the losers from day 1 and day 2.
He had the most amount of freedom.
They have to play day 3.
Style. In this case, he immediately loses his Secret. Also, interesting enough, he's banning out the same. It wasn't drafted last time, but it's definitely one of those units that can enable a lot more dots on the style of Tech.
He's in so deep. Indeed.
I mean, he probably can now because his Sigrid has also been banned out, something that's kind of key with his comp when he's taking that first turn. But I mean, Vanessa signals that he's still going for something.
Oh, wait, look at one for all going aggressive.
For something, and that something is high base speed.
And Stackman is so scary because you cannot replicate a successful draft if they ban your key unit. When does Topa play? Topa is the commentator, bro.
Those crits are going to be eaten up by him right there. Shiho is
he's going to be with me.
Pick at the moment,
or Evan.
And he is looking in an early Etna.
Yeah, that's definitely an early.
Wow, still going back to Shiho Ethna without Secret.
One for all has a ragdoll, but it's one of those players, 60 LD5s. There's probably a ragdoll in that box, right? He finds a FIFA gel, is very good.
One for all seems very free to play friendly.
Yeah,
I'm learning so much from the draft right there.
Hand with that speed lead as well on Dark. Does he kind of go back to his
the meta is like
that we've seen in the past when he played in the very first match of the day, but he's stolen a Layla maybe.
Layla, interesting take right there. It's one of those units, maybe more of a steal, expecting it to come out of Tech.
When does SeanB play? I think if they have like the kid division, I might qualify.
Is already banned, so I think it's more of a steal rather than a comfortable pick.
I want to be in the kid league. Okay.
Tech is gonna take a comfortable first turn rotation, but where are we gonna pair up with those units? Adding in a Lima, definitely more for a bruiser potential once again.
Yeah, just in case it goes a bit longer. And he's changed things up there, taking through the tricks as well. So, I mean...
He just pick a tricks like that? Like, no follow-up or whatever? Yeah, like, fuck it?
A change-up, which could be dangerous. It could work out.
I would never pick a tricks in that position. That's crazy.
Also, Aragorn, which just simply do a lot of damage. The thing is, on
who are we rooting to qualify here?
Because there's no speed
I don't know.
just yet.
Exactly.
Tech seems very cool.
The draft. So wants to kind of eat up some of the debuffs.
But EU has a lot of cool draft though.
From the side of Tech,
it's hard.
The stuns, the defense breaks, and everything else that Tricks brings.
Yeah, big question right now is,
is that a Juno ban?
In this case, the FIFA Gel will definitely move after
is that a spare trick?
And after the Afna, which makes FIFA Gel in the best position drafted. So therefore, you should probably...
Why am I not one of the commentators this time?
Are you going to go for
I can't be everywhere.
For the Juno, or do you rather take out some of the damage?
Let's find out here. You've taken out that Juno,
I would die, though, to be honest.
Limer as well. So it's likely we've got that speed lead on Dark, and we've got a speed lead probably coming through with the Vanessa as well. So it is speed lead going in to our Summoners War.
I'm doing for APAC, China qualifier, Korea qualifier. That's already a lot.
You regain a point though.
War final.
Full rotation coming into these
going to Canada as well. That's gonna be exciting. Oh my god, first time in Canada, baby.
Nothing to counter any of those crits. And we do get our first hit off right away, but there's still a lot more units to CC.
Carry you in 2v2? Dude, I can't even carry YDCB. I don't think I'm qualified to carry anyone.
Does get the stun though, say.
Does get a very crucial stun. You can go for
dude, he is so confident. Like, you can go in with 2 units stun. I can never do that. I always think they're going to violent proc, and then I lose.
No additional turn, but we at least have the tricks cutting in for the other units.
He let all the defense break. Mr. Hondo.
He will take a turn. Vanessa has the turn next. Do you try and bounce? No, he confirms.
No, I'm not going to Germany.
Yeah, I'm liking on the list. Just confirms the kill, and it's also working out very well for Tech. Just playing a similar style that we have seen Obabo or Pinkroyd play. Speed leads plus high base speed units, just taking out the units before the end.
What is even the 2018 meta?
Exactly, and not getting an early defense break. Can't remember. Not as much damage as he probably wanted to see.
Lauren?
Can look to try and get a stun out.
That's impossible.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah,
you wouldn't get a single win.
Additional turn right there, but do we get a defense break? We don't get a defense break as of yet.
Ooh.
All or Nothing is a very
I think Molong was like 2016, right maybe, now, like even earlier.
Still sitting on that immunity, so this is going to be
Molong was like the first SWC. 2016, 2017.
Yeah, Tech is going to be taking this one right here, say, because
Molong, Wusa, Perna, Hathor, Iris, Tableau, Gani.
Yeah, he could have actually went for probably a cleaner play on the skill 3 of the Athna, because then you wouldn't lose your tech.
Holy, how did he win that?
Case, it's still fine enough because your units are very likely.
Tech is like
making this game look easy so far.
The fuck?
Yeah, he's 2-0
bro, it's
right
him.
Here,
how did that draft win?
In our first match of the day 3 Europe
enemies forgot they are on Violent Rune or something.
Kind of being fast and sniping, and he's getting away with it right now. One for all.
What the freak?
Things up here.
Tech. Okay, buddy. I see you.
Turn one for all has
I think he needs to ban either Shio or Ethna, bro. Gotta get rid of one of those.
Both of the fast units on the side of Tech, but you could always
there it is.
One, and
wait, 1-4 had Light Fern this entire time and he just didn't use it? You kidding me?
We're contesting on the Shio or something, or we're just simply gonna be banning out that Shio. Also, I'm not 100% sure if
he pick a Layla in the turn 2 instead of Fern.
Against those early picks if he had one.
I guess sucks to be him. He can't pick that now anymore.
You can see here we've got Vanessa coming out, so stealing that.
No, I will never start a guild. I'm not a management kind of guy. I hate it.
Going Fire Megumi maybe when he lost it outright there, but like you said, is there
I just want to cruise along a guild and get all the benefits for doing nothing. I mean, for doing something.
We're gonna go for a very heavy bruiser
I hate leading.
On the side of Tech right now. Rather than going bruiser late, we're gonna go bruiser early.
Yeah,
is Oliver still good? Oliver was not very popular for a while, and he's making a big comeback this meta because they nerf Fire Megumi, and people need like a good control unit and speed lead. So Oliver is creeping back. He's still being countered by the same counter that he was being countered by before, like Marsha, Fire unit, but he's making a comeback.
In those last 2 rounds.
Damn, you know, feels bad, dude. But we've been there, and we're seeing Annabelle coming out then on the side of a Tech, really slowing things down from those first 2 sets.
Dude, this guy loves his Ethna. He's crazy.
So it's still potentially looking at that first turn, but this is
the balls to pick Ethna. I like that, though. I
feel like the draft of One For All is very much well-rounded this time around to potentially fight a bruiser fight.
Yeah, being a guild leader is like getting another part-time / full-time job for like nothing.
Right at this case right now, and an Abelio as well.
I feel for those who have to lead guilds in games. A lot of work for absolutely. It's like leading a bunch of children.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the Abelio. It does
for like
strong on paper.
Nothing.
It's definitely against Cleaves, but then again, TechTech has 2, now even 3 healers on the field. Abelio's a good healer for 1 rotation heal, but against 3 healers bruiser team, it doesn't sound that strong. Plus, there's a lot of immunity already on the side of TechTech, but not that many strips on the side of One For All.
No, pre-ban now stack up over overtime. So if One For All win, they're gonna go for another round, and then they will pre-ban another unit. In total, 6 units will be pre-banned for that match. And as we go further, more and more units will be pre-banned. Yeah, I had dinner earlier.
Let's find
had some
out
fish with rice. Very
right
healthy. I like it.
It is going to be the Jaeger ban, and we're seeing the Anavel as well. So
can never go wrong with some white fish.
And One For All
steam white fish.
In
bro,
this here, our third
awesome
set of the very first match of our Europe preliminaries right now. I mean, this could be crucial. It could be the first.
Are you already qualified?
If TechTech can put
to be your mother
together.
No.
I think I really like this draft of TechTech because the ban that One For All made on that Anavel was actually one of those units that probably the most struggle against the Light Unicorn. And seeing that Bolfric on the field,
all right, there's no way, right? Bro's gonna stun anything with the Ethna.
So TechTech definitely seems to be having the upper hand in this draft right now.
Welcome back, age 20. The fuck? He stunned that?
Bailey as well does manage to land, but there's immunity for Aragorn.
I guess.
Yeah, there's immunity. Once again, Aragorn is taking very much off turns. He's been
but he has the Bover against the Light Unicorn. That is really good now.
Yeah, and that's not what you want from such a powerful
What is a
unit
fearless
if you can get
draft?
a skill 3 off
No
right
code
there.
yet, though.
I mean, Lima can provide more if she wants.
Ooh, bit of a dangerous play.
This does not trigger Abelio.
Now you're gonna give Aragorn the chance to get a skill 3 up. This actually does not activate the passive, but
he doesn't have to kill
it right now. It's gonna be bad. Plus, this Aragorn is outspeeding that Lima. I think
he need a violent proc so bad. One For All is in deep trouble.
Only time will tell if it actually comes into fruition.
I think One For All is drafting like his Dark Aragon is not nerfed. Oh, that is so important though. He's using this Dark Aragon as like a solo carry kind of draft, and that works when Dark Aragon wasn't nerfed, but then he's nerfed.
Looking at very high HP. Plus, Lima's gonna lose her cooldowns.
Yeah, losing the cooldowns.
But it's pretty bad though. I think that one violent prop changed this game forever.
No, I think he landed.
I think he landed. It's pretty hard to see because there's
the most important proc of them all.
Text flying at the same time. We're definitely going to see it the moment Lima takes a turn. But Lima's slowed at the moment, sitting at 0 attack bar and was already slower than this Aragorn. So it's going to take quite a while for these units to take turns.
A unit can only be picked once per series.
And if you can go even more, this person's coming out. Oh, I'm sorry, just skill 1s. Wow.
I like the fact that they have the balls to switch up the rule for SWC because SWC has been the same for 9 years. They don't add any extra rule, I think. They just like ban, that's about it. Best of 3, best of 5.
Huge. I mean, that's all the damage from.
But this year they make it a bit more interesting to watch, which is very cool. I like that.
Need stacks instantly.
Yeah, we do need those stacks. We once again,
dude, that one violent proc from the horse.
But
cost him the game right there. It's over now.
She's still Bruiser as a support rather than a damage dealer.
Exactly. Unicorn doesn't need to transform. You don't want to give the stacks away to.
Right there, Darkstar. Pretty cool, pretty solid unit. I don't think it's like triple S tier or anything, but it's the kind of unit that you can always pick every game if you want to, and it's not. It's never a really bad day for a Darkstar.
But that is a lot of optimism on this ball for taking an extra turn every turn so far.
He loves it. It's built.
This is what E7 does. Damn, took them long enough, huh?
I mean, but we're trading a lot.
Took them long enough.
Yeah, we're absolutely trading those additional turns back and forth, but this is all.
It's hard to say which unit is a strong unit, though. Because TechTech picked a lot of Ethna and he's winning with it, but in China Qualifier, Ethna was picked like once. And I'm pretty sure everyone has an Ethna.
But hindsight is a wonderful thing. You don't know it until you're playing those additional turns.
I think most Abelio is on speed with damage defense.
And look how healthy One For All is.
One for us looking at full HP, still has the passive off.
Dude, Benny, they can have 2 pre-ban for ladder every match, and I think it will still be pretty cool. How many crazy units are there in Summoners at this point?
But the defense break on itself, defense scaling might not do as much
for one role, there are like 5 different units in Summoners
like you said,
that do similar stuff.
Wow, so many stuns from that Vanessa.
Yeah, that Vanessa is definitely.
What am I join SWC? Because my runes are dog shit. Yeah, that's a pretty straightforward answer.
No, you'd hate to see
compared to them.
Right there, but I mean,
like compared to you, my runes might look like fucking Jesus level of rune. But compared to them, I'm like a plate liquor.
That's inbuilt. What?
Get this beggar out of here, you know? If I join, they start spitting on the floor and like, get this beggar out of here. Go back to your fucking casting commentary chair.
And that was so many times, but there you go, one for all, bringing it back to 2.
Yeah, that would be a nice clip in this explaining why I don't join SWC.
Round of those stack bans, and it's very fast.
Finally,
Etna and Aragon,
one for all banning the entire match 1 draft of Tech at this point.
It was just that it wasn't.
You could give me all the LD in the game, and I would not make it through the qualifier.
All of his
I'm pretty sure
right now, so he has to go for Bruiser, unless he still has his.
Yeah, I'm not farming right now.
Sharion,
my credit card's not maxed out, bro.
He hasn't played at all yet, but he might actually just switch up his draft where he doesn't have it ruined right now.
Let's find out in that slot 2 and 3. But I mean, one for all has really changed it up today. We've got Nephthys and we've got that Laura.
Oh, look at that.
There's going to be a lot of debuffs and there's
Bro's playing Nephthys? That's crazy.
There's no SeanB available, but I also already know exactly what's going to go for this draft. He's going to add in more units on crit and he's going to drop in that Legolas on the 5th pick right there. That's probably what he's aiming for. This is a high-speed draft, and therefore Tech does react very well with also high-speed.
Elsharion. Bro, Elsharion Tech is in Europe too. It's so strange.
Strips get rid.
I don't think I was impressed by a single Elsharion game yet.
Another signal of speed right here. Probably needs one more speed lead potentially coming.
And he doesn't even have Secret to play with it
let's
anymore.
See if he goes for another speed lead or does he go for?
What is bro doing?
That's where we definitely have another speed lead. Definitely heavy on the Bruiser once again. Could potentially end up with only
one for all looks very fun.
Legolas on the 5th. So maybe
holy shit!
Has less potential right now.
Does Layla coming out on the field for the side of Tech as well, wants to kind of interrupt, get those stuns.
You think one for
everything that
player is free to play? Nah, he probably buy like the daily pass or something.
Immunity once again on the
he can't be free to play with all the LD, bro. He probably buy the daily pass.
Side, which makes a Lima very strong in that case.
Exactly. It feels like one for all needs like a speed lead and a strip set. Are we calling
Dude,
out like
if he ban out
well, you could only Chiwu in this case.
Elsharion?
Ban your Heigang, but
I think we'd still ban Layla now.
There's Legolas because the first 2 units signal way too much potential for this Legolas getting the additional turns in. You could maybe blast through just
I think it's like
gonna go for a Juno, which is still definitely a Heigang ban.
A Layla ban?
Yeah, get rid of that Heigang, and obviously then you can strip and kind of really control the rest of the team coming through. But on the side of one for all.
Ooh, on the side of one for all, you could go for respecting that Juno. The Juno can be pretty annoying, but so can do.
Heigang ban also makes sense so that he can do the thing, but then maybe the Elsharion's gonna outspeed him anyway and mess up his turn order.
Let's find out then the last few seconds.
Do I think this pre-ban is good? It's awesome, bro.
In our first match of
look at Tech. He's forced to pick some weird ass shit. For him, it seems like the pre-ban does not really affect one for all draft that much, but for Tech.
Wow, here we have
tears his draft apart.
Lead on both sides, likely. I mean, is he maybe deciding which one? He goes for the 24.
Oh, there's the Layla ban.
Speed as well. Going into it, one for all.
I wonder if how hard Elsharion can actually hit though.
Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, let's see. It's right now all about the turn and the rotation of this Vivaja. If Vivaja can take out pretty much the full attack bar or the full HP bar of a unit, then it could be very nice for one for all.
This kind of draft favor the biggest LD whales. Who would have thought?
Already have it, and it's not really
they're trying to make it easier for their biggest investors.
But he has sent it anyway to just get it down, but there's a Vanessa to revive.
Yeah, there's a Vanessa to revive, but I think it might actually be the right play. It's actually going to be moving next once again, but the Lima's not going to cut it. So if you were to send the skill 2, you might actually...
Oh, he almost sent the Elsharion home.
You need that attack bar gain right now. Can you get the attack bar gain?
Oh, he did not push back for the Lima to save him.
Doesn't get it right there. So
is it over?
Confirm your skill if you want right here. There's obviously immunity on the field.
I think it's kind of over. The Viva just needs to like maybe get a violent proc, and all the damage that Tech can do will be gone.
Wake up things. So I think just sending a skill 1 for now is the best play. Don't wake up that Viva Chop, but you definitely have to go for a skill 3 right now.
That's my most wanted LD. I don't know.
Being stunned.
There are too many now. There's too many good ones.
The last set as well, so you didn't use skill 3 early.
I want an LD that has more than 3% pick rate.
Despair Vanessa on that side, maybe.
That'd be great.
Yeah, it might not be a Despair Vanessa, but also
my most recent 3 LDs are all non-RTA unit. So what do I even use them for? Besides like
but also the big
twice a week in Siege, maybe.
And main damage output is that Han. So let's see if he's focusing that first, or do you focus a Laura that's half HP already?
He's changed it up then, going for that hand.
Ragdoll is kind of lame though. I don't like Ragdoll that much.
As this match kind of really goes on.
It's not a very interactive
really
unit.
Needs to get a revive coming through. Vanessa needs to cycle.
Yeah, Vanessa, if you're on Violent, this is your time to go for Violence. Doesn't get it as of yet. We still have Glancing, and also the next hit, only simple solution will be on Glancing. So therefore, cycling potential is going to be a lot less. Big question right now, Lima's nerf. Do you want to go for the slows? Because your slows are a lower chance of actually landing, or do we simply go for skill 1 damage? We add in skill 1 damage.
Dark Monkey? Yeah, that Monkey would be pretty
insane.
Out
to say from yonder, yeah, get that skill 1 damage in. Hagan can look to try and push back as well. No stun coming out, but that hand might be going down soon.
Might be going down soon. We actually do get a Glancing over here. We don't have any skills available.
I think the Viva is going to go in front, right? Does he have Healing?
You cannot land your rotations.
Oh,
does get it.
Oh, no crit.
The increased call time was huge because otherwise.
Oh my god, that's so dirty.
Perfect. It's even more perfect than the addition turn on the other side. It looks to be 100 resistance, but then again, there's just so much damage flying in from a perfect rotation.
Holy damage.
On this Han.
What if he sleep though? That'd be funny.
Exactly, manages to get through, and obviously using that revive, so he can't bring the
almost got it.
Do you have to
almost won the game right there.
Yeah, you definitely have to go safety because, that additional turn, it's kind of a double-edged sword at this moment.
If I have Dark Unicorn, I would probably not know what to do. I will probably pick it against like AoE cleave players, and that's about it. Like Velasca, Christina kind of player. But it wouldn't be like a main strategy.
Another cool time. We've got the defense break from the Vanessa right there, and now you're sending that skill 3.
Look at that damage, though. Oh my god, the classic Laura.
Once again, you hate to see it when Laura goes S3, S2, but there's just a clean
and that's GG. Dude, Tech Tech, he's getting torn apart by 1-for-all LD draft.
Right now, you can just
the LD draft is too strong, boys.
Going for the hair gang instead.
Yeah, we got another Curse of the Blessing coming.
Wait, he's on Seal too. Damn.
Seal on that unit, so even if you were to normally
so much value,
Despair stun, it ain't gonna happen on this turn.
It's not coming through there. We've got Vanessa again. So many turns away from that revive.
1-for-all, absolutely insane.
Here we're 2-2. The very first.
What does Seal do? It blocks enemy from activating their runes like Vio, Despair, or Vampire, or Revenge.
Are doing crazy work in this match.
Yeah, Vanessa both sides doing crazy work.
It does not disable stats. Only disable set with an actual
more units. He gets more of a struggle in there.
So mostly Vio, Despair,
really
Revenge kind of thing.
And the Athena taking units out before the enemy even moved. In this case, Tech did have a lot more struggles with doing the same thing.
Yeah, he did right there. We're going for our last version of
Shield will
seal.
It's kind of adorable.
Taken out and that Laura. I think the Lima one is a good one.
Yeah, Lima's definitely a great one right there because the moment Tech has to deviate towards.
You know what? People ask what's my most wanted LD5. I guess I can pick from the 6 LD5 on screen, and they'll all be pretty nice to have.
That is why stack bans are super important.
Right there, guys.
Well.
We got a list. Look at that. They're all very good.
He's probably banned out so many good sets. You've got an Etna, a Shiho, and you've got that Sigrid. And then
does Monkey need speed? Probably plus 120-ish.
Yeah, let's see if he can round off
the
this
seal rune. Probably yes.
Still play for. He can still go towards Han. He can still go towards Viva Gel. There's so many other things, and Tech is finding a style in Irration.
I think out of this, they may be the least I care about.
It just shows
but
maybe the units that are not always
having it would be great. Very easy to rune, and
the privilege to go for anything he wants.
Simple last pick unit.
The only thing is for a Viva Gel right now, it's not the.
But once again, it's not like Ragdoll.
And normally
it's not very interactive. It's kind of lame.
When you pretty much guaranteed outspeed.
But at least you have a cool little revive skill, I guess.
Jaeger is definitely a better plow, and we're gonna go for an Udong, which I think is a first Udong so far in the European.
Udong, okay.
I think so as well. Obviously, bringing in some crazy crit damage through with that.
Yeah, all the unit here,
more damage coming through.
You can't draft them.
Tech right here, kind of a setup with something.
Sean, can you buy me some packs? Only if you buy me some packs.
Very
Deal?
Interesting set.
Trade offer.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting.
You buy me packs, I buy you packs.
Does do a lot of damage. Now it's going to do way more damage. Plus, number 4 and 5 in the draft are most likely going to be more of those similar units.
Yeah, that looks very free to play, huh? Tech. He strip you of all your LD5.
Gone, but does One For All have any other counts to it? We have seen him draft multiple times on a Juno. Juno also does do great.
I think Laura is very team dependent now compared to before.
I mean, you've got all of the damage that can still come from the S1.
She used to be like a solo carry fucking powerhouse,
but we've had one set where
she needs a good teammate now.
One set where it did work.
Yeah, let's see if the light unicorn.
What the fuck is that?
Sonya, knowing that you will outspeed the enemy. Big question is this Layla
a
defense trap? Because the only thing you can send this Sonya on is
nobody use Aya? I don't know, but that looks way cooler than picking Aya, right?
Necessarily sending it on some of those units as well. The decision.
It's like Panama early list.
As well. I like
it'd be like nice to have, but
yeah, not too many AoEs, but enough.
It's kind of like an annoying unit. When you pick it, you also nerf your team.
Just hit your own unit into Jaeger. Jaeger will counter and it will take out.
Can you do my Warrior battle for me?
But I do.
I can also make you a sandwich. Maybe change your underwear too. Seems like that might be appropriate.
Yeah, that's how you should be drafting. If you can just ban out that last pick, it shows that you've kind of won at least the draft part. But as we know, Summoner's War doesn't always go as planned, say.
Yeah, and on the other side, I think you have to respect that Sonya because Tech knows his runes. He knows if he is a death trap on. Well, you have to be death trap both NFL and Layla to leave this Sonya in. So let's see if he does. He actually is gonna leave that Sonya.
He will have defense lead. But what if that is like a fatal Sonya?
Respecting on those ones, then so
he went for attack lead
versus a huge attack lead as well.
The fuck?
Into our deciding set.
Wait a minute.
Day 3 Europe preliminaries between One For All and Tech. Who's taking this one?
That's pretty cool.
This is going to be a very interesting match. I'm pretty sure that this Sonya will take out something. Unless it's Death Trap with this Uldong, you're 100% killing something because you get more than a crit damage slot for. 60k on this NFL cleanly taken out.
Huge. And you can set up a strip into a defense break. Do you land it on that? Resisted the defense break.
Resisted the defense break right there.
So what's happening now? Dude, Yudong's skin looks so freaking cool though.
Wants to go for a stun, doesn't get the stun, so all is for Layla to play. Can you land a lot on these skills? Because if you get slows on this Sonya,
it's a Yudong passive that buff damage output, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, you do get some stuff coming out, but there's no stun. One stun coming through, but some silences.
Yeah, some silences, but the slow on the one target that you would have liked to see did not connect. Rain of Stone, still good odds to land on this Sonya. I think you would have to send it.
Sending it through, does manage to get the 3 stuns coming out there. Say Demon can look to clean up that Sonya if he wants already.
Yeah, I think just cleaning up with a skill 1, that's the right choice.
Does he revive?
The unit isn't necessarily like fully on going for the kill just yet. I think you have to.
He's like he has like an unlimited revive with the unit.
Artifact and does actually take it out right there.
Dude, Demon kind of crazy. Okay.
Can you even look to try and pop a little stun coming through or some sort of disruption?
Ooh. Damn, I have the lame light Demon, bro. That's kind of cringe.
He's still silent, so cannot go for skill 2.
Look at that Giga Chat Dark Demon, man.
You can simply go for healing or even defense break. I would almost opt to send for defense break because
is that over? I think the Demon just kind of kill everything. You have the lame light demon too, Benny?
I think it's
that's kind of cringe, bro. We're in the cringe club. We have the lame light demon. Look at this cool Giga Chat.
Yeah,
we have the church light demon.
Enough damage. That's one of those things. The demon on half HP doesn't deal as much damage just
what does Yudong even do here? What's the point of you?
Because then there's more scaling from that.
Did he really need Yudong for damage? I don't think he needed that. He would kill anyway.
Let's go through. Does manage to get a big hit on the Annabelle, but I think it's too late.
Yeah, it's a big hit on that Annabelle, but it is on violence, so therefore it's not going to be
Tech. Hey, yo.
Another revive coming in from this demon.
Look at that.
I think that One For All had to respect this demon because he was.
Wow, I like that. Tech moving on.
Definitely was, and that's going to clean it up for Tech, who has taken a 3-2 win against One For All.
Beautiful.
In our very first match.
Is he doing a risk curve?
His next matchup says
that's a risk curve, right?
But it will be a little bit longer until we get there. Huge from Tech. I mean, he took that advantage.
Dude, Tech with the girthy dark demon.
The reverse sweep was nearly on, but like you said, in that
his draft is kind of exploitable.
Kind of really hurt One For All in that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not sure how he's gonna do like well further into the SWC journey.
Out an NFL cleanly because of the Uldong. Even without the Uldong, I think it would have still done a lot of damage. So for that reason, the Demon leaving that one in, giving it chances to get skills off, even without killing it and having to deal with the passive, it was still a difficult unit to deal with.
If you're infinite money, can you buy infinite legend rune? You can.
Thank you for One for All, though. That is him departing now from.
Oh, goodbye to One for All. Yo, Jim 10 with the Twitch subscription. Thank you so much.
Boxes. I'm kind of going to miss a lot of the
Thank
LDs.
you.
Are you as well?
Yeah,
Euroboros gifted a sub to Concats. Okay, thank you.
A lot of LDs, such as
but I'm a TOA? No.
Such as Isma, such as Famicom, such as Smokes.
I'm so lazy to do TOA, bro.
But also, these players really do like their Oliver, their She-Host, their
Hello, Bluefire.
These kind of normal elemental units. But going into match 2, we're gonna have Glorious against
Sandman. Are you looking for a summon session? Is it huge?
Glorious here.
Is it
Cyber
Giga?
Opa, previously known as Cyber Ninja for everybody in chat as well from last year as well.
I have a small little Discord for YouTube and Twitch subs only. If you want to join that.
2024, I think, when he was technically on the stage right in Berlin, but missed out last year. Wants to get back there. I know there's going to be support in chat as well right here, but he had something different cooked up last time. We saw a Barbara.
I wish there's a auto climb TOA 1 to 100, bro.
I definitely do think he's gonna.
Why do we still have to do it 10 by 10, man?
I'm not 100% sure because
really,
definitely is one
do
of
they
those
really
players
need playtime from TOA content?
I actually saw him play as early as a few hours ago, where he was just playing around with an Oliver.
Most people who play this game for a month can clear TOA hard on auto at this point.
But then again, let's see if
so are you still married?
Has some counters to those.
Not always a good sign if somebody's changing things up so quickly or so.
A little bit parasocial, my guy. All right, calm down a little bit with a question.
I mean, Cyber Opa loves talking about the glory days. Unfortunately, today Glorious is standing right in front of him. Does Grandpa
if they can
relive them?
Farming the most time-consuming content in this game, Scout Battle, they can make TOA in the background. Come on now.
On a Megumi plus a Shiho, because I think that is the kind of playstyle that both of the players are looking for. Speed leads plus Shiho is probably going to be high contested between these two gentlemen.
Definitely is, and that's why you see it right there. Glorious now with that second and third pick.
Where
like
is Killenban Poo?
Last week we'd seen
I think they're in APAC Group C, which is in three weeks,
yeah,
I believe.
Question.
3 or 4
going
weeks.
For Tianlang, always a strong unit, 2 attack bar gains on the enemy side already, plus an Anifal, kind of a good bruiser all-out unit right there. Liking the drafting style of Glorious thus far.
Very well rounded at the moment. Cyber Opa, what are you going to be bringing in that 3rd and 4th spot right
You thought Killenban quit?
A little bit more meta,
I don't know, bro.
I would say coming through at the moment, say.
Apparently no.
Yeah, let's see how he wants
apparently he is streaming right now, by the way.
Go for Nyx and an Atma. That's not necessarily the meta play, but it is something that Tactic was doing.
Hello,
earlier,
Antonio.
Which definitely did work out very well. And we're gonna go for
Hello, Archer.
That is such a hit or miss unit. I'm a little bit scared for Glorious right there. It is recently buffed where you don't need any.
Dude, you can clear TOA hard in like
your counters, but it's
2 days.
Only on your counts, and we're actually gonna
if
take
you're like super try hard, like Satius or level or like kind of thing.
Yeah, Misty coming through. Some
pretty
big
simple
damage
now.
then coming out in 4 and 5.
They gave you everything at the start.
Strange one though from
max
Cyber
level,
Opa,
max skill, runed up unit. You just have to like pluck and play the right thing, and you can clear everything.
Glorious just picked. You kind of have to ban this Atna in its own regard. So I could see a Sony on the side of Cyber Opa.
Is there an SWC event in Vietnam? There are some local tournament that happens from time to time.
A heavy bruiser unit that can be taken out later. No, he's actually gonna go for a Nefty's interesting playstyle over here.
Yeah, so okay, we've got the Tianlang band out. Neftis respected ban as well.
Wait,
so
Glory is being drafted
versus a 28
against him
into
with a Neftis
match of day 3.
I think Glory is the Neftis
right
guy.
Here. Who's going to go through? Is it going to be Glorious? Or is it going to be Cyber Opa?
Dude, Ethna is so popular in EU, it's crazy.
Once again, it is a shatter on a full non-fire team, so you get the full rotation of doing the max amount of damage.
Is it a dead chow?
Gonna say goodbye to one unit. Not enough damage to trigger enough nemesis, but enough damage to say goodbye to this chow.
That is a dead chow.
It's always good when you manage to take a unit out 4 versus 3 right here. You've got an Annabelle coming up soon, though. You can get some defense. Oh, and you can't. The cooltime.
No, the cooltime. The cooltime did not activate on the Oliver. Therefore, Oliver was also the.
Oh, there's a Nem Ethna.
Nemesis.
Whoa.
This Ethna. So Ethna's gonna get so much rotation off the moment you try to kill it.
Wow, Cyber Opa really sniping through. Is it the time of Etna again?
I feel like EU players need to learn the way of the Korean with the freaking Pyanya wind pudding bullshit. I hate it though.
An early defense break, did not fully take it out, but you definitely have to send the skill 3 right now. Even though Misty is on a defense break, but NFL does have something to say about it with these additional turns.
Can Misty do it? I feel like Misty might be able to do it, Loki.
Maybe land another one, and you kind of need it for the monkey to come through.
Oh, that additional turn does
signal. Ooh, that's big. Okay, Misty might be cool.
With a Nyx on the field gives you more odds, but then again, you're still gonna deal a lot of damage on this defense.
The 2-turn from Megumi is fucking
are you gonna try to
crazy
slow the monkey and try to lap it? Yes, he's doing exactly that.
Is that a Nem monkey too?
I think it's a good decision because that monkey
Holy
is the damage
debuff.
really coming out from Cyberopa, and Anavel needs to protect that Misty.
What double star gameplay?
I think that was definitely a misplay right there. Because of the debuffs, you could have actually pushed back this Misty. If you were to push back this Misty, Misty would have been on a defense break for your monkey hit available right there. Now there's a lot more healing gonna come in.
If he land another defense break,
hit, but new defense break applied is not applied
he might do it.
No, but he gets another chance. This time a monkey can clean up there.
GG. Yeah, oh my god.
Right there, and Annabelle against the world. I think there is a very small chance where she could do it because she has good additional damage artifacts. But she's gonna take that double turn.
Nah.
Exactly, but if there's one unit that can put the rest of the match to sleep, it's not Annabelle this time.
It's not NFL this time. We're gonna get the stun now. We're trying for a defense break. All or nothing. Can we connect the all? We actually get resisted once again. Goes for Ghost Spray, gets the additional turn. Can you sleep the monkey right now? Because sleeping the monkey is more interesting than trying to go for kill. Tries to go for kill, but doesn't actually get it.
Doesn't get it, so Monkey can come in with that skill 3
again.
Good try. Does get some big hits, and it could be enough even from this Megumi skill 2. And it is Cyberopa taking a 1-0 lead.
We'll do it next stream, Salmon? I don't think I have time today,
right
bro.
Here, tell me about Etna and why she's now one of the best units in game.
Well, she's good because other people.
Chow's popular, I think, because people runes are really much better nowadays. So most Chow in SWC are like plus 180 speed.
Your enemy has to be thinking, can I send off a skill 2 into a skill 3? But in this case, if there's
and also it deals good damage into 5 Megumi and what a monkey
into a capture, and that's just a massive amount of damage. We saw that Chow just die in one rotation.
Not against Ethna, though.
Died, but instead for the stack bans, the very first in this match, we're seeing that Nyx, and we're seeing a Seimei already coming out at the moment. Interesting one.
Yeah, the Nyx kind of enabled the Megumi to be a lot stronger, so it is somewhat understandable. Same for the Ethna getting 3-turn defense breaks. It is very strong, but outside of the increase of the duration, Nyx did not really participate that much in that matchup. So let's see how it's going to work out for Glorious this time around.
Okay, Anavel first pick as well. I always have to call him out. Back to Livet right there from previous SWCs say, but Glorious.
Oh, I don't like the
Oliver and an Oki.
I don't like the Oliver Oki style
meta, but kind of a bit older.
Yeah, it feels meta, but it's actually, I think it is the meta that comes back for.
Oh, wait, hold on. Here's Elena. Okay, different story. Oh, look at that.
Glorious is playing more to the playstyle that he does like to play. Playing for the turn 1, going for AoE CC. We already have.
He kind of did a really good AoE strip last pick, though.
Cyberopa could go for 2 speed contesting units right now, but he might lose a speed lead on that. So he has
to go like Hey Gang Shiho?
Where do you go for? Because you cannot lock in both.
Yeah, you can't lock in both, and that's the problem with a 4th and 5th pick right here. Strong
there's that.
Glorious.
There's that
so
Nobara.
How are you gonna deal with it? A win Nobara. It's always dangerous if there's all those debuffs and a Fire Jin. I kind of like it.
I kind of like it, but I also do get the idea what Glorious is doing. He's probably aiming to ban out that Fire Jin. He has to struggle against this Megumi.
It's looking like a Neftis ban, maybe?
On the field. But then again, I do like that 50-50 check right there.
Elena ban.
The question is, Nobara, what are you doing?
Jogun ban?
I'm actually gonna leave in the Elena, which is a no-touch hit, which is so much better than a Jogun in this case.
It is a 33 speed lead versus
I don't know about that, King.
Into this one, then
Hold up.
Set number 2 between Glorious and Cyberopa.
Yo, that's a really fast Elena.
Oh, it is understandable.
Oh, it missed the Annabelle, but there is Okeanos.
There was not a will rune on this Megumi, so therefore, for that reason, you probably have to opt to go for that skill right away. Great additional turn right there. You kind of have to send the Rain of Stones. It does send the Rain of Stones. How much do we get?
Is that GG?
Absolutely nothing.
It might be GG.
Absolutely nothing. And
it might be GG.
Is free at the moment for Oliver to control.
It's kind of free.
No immunity to deal with. Say this is good for Glorious.
This is very good for Glorious. Unfortunately, that's the Oliver move just in front of the Nefties. Otherwise, you could have worked that rotation with the first defense break right away. But at least Oliver can start cycling on that crit build, doing so much damage on those defense breaks from the Nefties.
Oh, that's a good stun, though.
Exactly,
but...
and getting through
maybe it's not GG yet.
Additionals on, and no healing coming out for Glory. Megumi, can you get the stun?
Oh, doesn't get the stun due to the glancing.
Is that
can
crit?
You take it out? If you're crit on your Nefties, you could definitely
not
do
bad.
It. Is on crit, but did not.
Is he gonna? Is he going to greed?
Yet right there.
He is going to greed.
Not looking to confirm the kill.
He is going to greed.
Oliver coming through. Megumi needs to turn.
He is not punished.
Yep, did not actually work, and we had the rotation coming in for this Oliver landing, connecting the skills.
Yeah, that's GG.
See right there, and this seems.
I was expecting this glory. The Neftis glory.
Yep, he's definitely in the driving.
Bro's a
right
Neftis enjoyer.
4 units versus 2 right here. Stuns do come out, but I mean, Jin's gonna have to work miracles.
Yeah, Jin has to do a lot of miracle work right here. It does have his passive up once again, but it's not really a super high damage unit. Sure, it does have the...
yeah, I think Fire Jin is on that level, bro. Like, he's not bad,
much against that many
but he's not that bad, that good.
Right there, it does get a stun coming back on Oliver. Maybe a bit greedy.
Yeah, I think he shouldn't have hit the Jin because I don't think it's a.
No, I think it has to be an Elena pre-ban, bro. If you don't have Elena, I think in this meta, Elena pre-ban, 100%.
No touch. Anytime you touch it, it would have been bad regardless. So I think he should have just worked on the Megumi first and then go into the Jin. But then again, he's so far ahead in this match that he shouldn't be losing this regardless.
He shouldn't be losing it, say, but it is Summoner's War, and everything is to play for right here. And if Megumi has anything to say, obviously that seal huge.
Yeah, that seal's super huge. Once again,
if the Fajin get a triple stun, all slow,
it's also going to be the same thing.
Maybe.
If you send out the skill 3 right now, you're not going to be stunning the Jin, and you're not going to be dealing any damage to it as well. So just a little bit of chip damage, but once again, it's not really doing the right thing at the right moments. Is he going to get soloed by this Jin? No, we have Curse of the Beautiful available. Should be sending it.
Nah.
Additional turn.
Nah.
Almost getting 1v4.
Okay, Fajin was kind of doing something a little bit.
Yeah, that was very close right there. So way too close for comfort for Glorious.
Try all Nat 4 RTA.
Right,
that sounds like a real pain in the ass.
Unrespected right there. I mean, misplays happen.
I don't mind doing all Nat 4 Wargear battle. It's more
yeah, that could have definitely been very worse. It was the seal and the additional turn on the Nefties that prevented things from getting even worse. But that could have been bad for Glorious right there.
Definitely could. Oliver coming out then, and the Light Twin Angels as well being taken out right there. Again, Stack Band's kind of taking out units that we maybe haven't seen on the field, but we know we're in the box.
Yeah, I think that we're just... I think Glorious, everything that Cyber Oba plays himself is something that Glorious also would like to play. So therefore he's aiming more for LDs rather than signature units that Cyber is playing himself. So we do see an NFL being traded between both players right now. Oliver is already gone, which is an interesting
thing. Elena again?
Oba also does like to play
it's
Oliver
open.
himself.
He does like to play Oliver
there
himself,
it is.
But we're seeing coming out here that Elena again. Like you said, no touch stripper. Love it.
Yeah,
no touch stripper.
So good against Megumi, but he also does
sounds like a bar name
very well. That Megumi is off wheel, so a Jogun is really good into this Megumi because you can simply take it out by the seal and then go for your skill 3.
Oh, there's the Ethna.
Signaling in fast units with this Gojo and
whoa, really?
Yeah, and they're coming out. We know how strong.
Oh, really?
I like that response there. A Fire Monkey. He needs fire units.
I don't like that though.
Stop an S2 cycle.
Whoa, I like that. I like that.
Are we gonna heavy speed
race
this? It could be very dangerous if you speed race this. And Glorious likes to speed check his opponent.
Hey
yo. The issue is though, a Gojo is a 106 base on potentially a 28 lead. Your best lead is 24, and you're most likely gonna be losing your 118 base in this draft.
Let's see then. Gandalf coming out. Is he going to be standing on that bridge yet again, denying him to pass? Say, let's find out in our draft.
This is so interesting.
Yeah, let's see, Athna, do you make it onto the match? Because Athna, once again, has great rotations if it is fast enough. But then again, you have to then respect that wounds as well. We're going to be taking out the Nefties, and we're going to be taking out NFL. Very different than I expected. So let's see what happens in this one.
24 versus a 28 speed lead going into our set number 3 between Glorious and
can
Tomoe
Shihome do it?
Who's going to win that race and who's going to kind of...
How does he control the Gandalf?
Athna is super fast. Probably has to be sending out a skill 3. It's going to go for the shadow. That is the risk.
You know what? That might be GG.
Rewarded right there.
It is hugely rewarded right
Easy
there.
stun on Elena too from 5 Megami.
Going down very soon, and if Cyber gets rid of it, it's looking good for him.
Yeah, let's see where we're gonna aim this skill at. Probably just gonna go into the Elena.
I think it's kind of over, right?
Can actually steal some immunity for himself.
The Ethna outspeeding was already like a fat W for Cyber.
Right here. Do you look to try and get it through? Oh, go for the suppression there. Okay, preventing.
Fuck it, bro.
Yeah,
oh, it's being cautious.
Skill 1 right now because in the end, go just skill 1. It's not the highest of
yeah, like that. It's over now. Unless the Elena Violent proc, then maybe.
Yeah, and he's trying to spread that suppression. Does get a stun as well coming out on.
I'll push back Elena again.
It's big at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge play right there. And also, Glorious doesn't have to, or doesn't have that much damage coming in right now. It's definitely the Shiho that's going to be providing the damage. All of the other units are more
and that's GG. Can't even stop the Ethna from moving.
Cleansing things off right now.
Yeah, the shield and that put back as well. I mean, Etna's play, and I'm going to say bye to Monkey, I'm pretty sure.
Ethna is so good in EU because there's not a lot of turn 2 player.
It's going to be outsped by this Elena, but we're also going to have this Goja skill 2 on defense break.
Suppression
amount of damage.
will deal damage to you if you use an active skill with cooldown, and it will elongate the cooldown more than the max cooldown.
It was kind of a
so it punish you for using skill with cooldown.
Etna is just reigning supreme.
But you can still use it. It's just that you'll feel the pain.
Yeah, Atlas doing so well in all of these matches, but that thing also has to be very fast because.
Hello, Wolf, how you doing, man?
The higher lead, but Glorious is known to have a lot of speed on that wound. So unless he's kind of spreading out his speedruns.
Exactly, and you don't know that until you kind of see the box afterwards. Hindsight, you've built your monster in a certain way, you've put a certain speed, maybe to fit in with some of the ticks as well. Say this stack ban right here, who we're going to see Etna is finally respected, and that Elena then.
Yeah, the Ethna
took him long enough to ban the Ethna.
It's just one of those units that in all of the rounds Glorious has struggled against.
And no more Elena though.
On the field, but it was banned out in the first one, and we did not see it drafted in that third.
Shiho being stolen back again.
Oh, switching draft entirely. Okay.
This year, but Stark, first time today.
First time today, and actually I watched a bit of the China qualifier earlier today. Those guys were all about partnering up Stark with Stark, Wind Stark and Dark Stark. It was pretty much most of those players rocking that in. However, we haven't seen too many players on the Dark Stark in your preliminaries, but we're gonna go heavy on the pass on the side.
Yeah, what's up with EU? What's the Dark Stark, bro?
Yeah,
are they all free to play over there?
Wants to get that window barrier. A lot of debuffs.
Learn from China. Come on, now.
Maybe you need to kind of target a bit more snipe.
Yeah, a bit more snipe, or maybe go towards Oblivion units, Tanisha, the Thessarion, but those units most of the time don't really work too well. But we're gonna go back to a Jin, which is even eating more into those units. I'm not too sure about those two drafts.
That was a weird one when you're seeing those units on the field from Glorious. I mean, that's more.
Masha's getting a comeback now.
Yeah, this one.
Funny enough, they buff Fire Monkey, but Masha's getting more popular slowly.
About the Chow you can definitely deal with, but the Masha is very strong in those double wind units.
And a Misty coming through as well then. I mean, there's not too much. I mean, there's 2 defense break setups at least on Cyber Upper, which could be huge if this Misty gets in.
Yeah, it's one of those things that could definitely work out well, but it's also one of those things it could be kind of scary to see if this Misty can take out a Chow or work with the slows that you have on the enemy side.
There we go. Speed leads 33 versus a 28 then in our set number 4 of this day 3 Europe preliminaries between Glorious and Cyber Up.
I think the Misty got cooked earlier, right? Let's see if it's gonna work this time. Against slow debuff and a Chow.
Already have HP almost. We're gonna come in for some Ghost, which is also gonna enable landing nothing on this Juno.
That's kind of perfect.
And getting that silence onto the Stark as well right there. That's kind of perfect situation for Cyber Up.
Yeah, that's definitely the most perfect situation right there. Also, we have the.
I think the Masha ban was okay. His team is quite vulnerable to Masha.
Are you gonna do the wrong elemental thing?
I mean,
I guess he's going straight for the Chow,
You're the kind of lover of Chow now. Say, let's see what he's got.
Ooh, I saw the crit animation flying, but he sent it on the other unit. I was already scared for this Stark leaving the battlefield, but we actually have the Vanessa leaving the battlefield this fast, which is way too early for Glorious.
Yeah, that means there's no revive.
Oh,
and
maybe?
No real health and sustain coming through right here. Stark's going to have to work a miracle.
I think you want to send skill 1, get the additional turn, and try to get an additional turn. Yes, exactly. Glorious was on the same page.
Okay.
There's going to be some massive damage. Not enough to take things out just yet, but
that setup.
Right
oh.
It was, but there's a defense break back on that Stark as well, so he can just clean up. Juno and Misty can do things, say.
Yeah, Juno Misty. I have seen worse combinations win against the things on the opponent side.
One Death Brick and the Misty is gone immediately.
It's a difficult matchup because the moment you get one defense break from this Megumi, it could be all to play for. So you have to take out this Megumi
okay,
first.
Say.
Do not focus
Twin.
on anything
Hello?
else just yet. That is dangerous.
It is dangerous. He thought he had enough for the Chow, but he didn't right there. But I mean, like you said, this Megumi is going to be the one.
Yeah, Megumi can get
not yet.
At least doesn't get the defense break right there. It's going to be good damage, but you don't take anything
Ooh,
out
that's solid
yet,
damage. But Chow's probably dead, huh?
If you take out this Chow, the Chow's actually squishier.
Good damage.
Juno could potentially solo this, but is
no
it
stun. One Death Brick.
No stun.
Can he Death Brick?
Just yet.
Oh, and there's the defense break, and Monkey can follow up. Oh,
shit. But Juno's still
just enough on that dot, and I'm not sure are we.
Is it Despair, Juno?
No, we're on Despair. We have seen a stun earlier on this unit, so it's gonna be trying to kill this.
You need like a skill 1 into a violent.
Skill 3, that is where the real damage comes in. Can you get the stuns? Doesn't connect the stun, and we're gonna.
Can he kill it?
A full
not bad. Very good damage. Holy.
Not enough if you can't deal damage.
Cyber Opa taking the
even a vampire Juno would be destroyed anyway. It doesn't matter.
In our day 3 of the
Geo damage is just too much.
Right there, say. I mean, maybe a little bit of an upset, I would even say, for everyone, right?
Wait, is it over?
So,
wait, it's over.
A lot of the people, what others
goodbye, Glory.
Is more for popularity contest.
Cyber Opa moving on to the next round.
Because who do you watch? You're voting for that guy to win, for sure. But then again, if we're looking at the box that Glorious have and the room quality that he has, I think, like, if you were to predict that match, most of the people would vote for Glorious, yes.
There we have it, though. Cyber Opa taking the victory
Cyber
against Glorious. He's going to be
Opa.
going through to our
Very strong, very scary.
Well. We'll see on the bracket who he's going to be actually playing and facing off against. Sadly, for Glorious, it is a goodbye from this year's SWC, though.
No.
We'll probably be seeing him on some streams. Make sure you go and check him out. Give him some support and love anyway, though. But say, hindsight's a wonderful thing. Etna's also a wonderful unit. That's my take from this.
Yeah, Etna Shios. I think the most contested winning units for all of the players thus far are those Etnas and those Shios. And he has to be playing against SeanB Sep later. And once again, we kind of have a pattern. Anyone in Origin is not taking that first victory. So, Max Fatigue, can you break the chain against Smokes?
I mean, say, I feel
are we
like
going straight in?
The worst caster curse
maybe
from day number 1 and day number 2, because like you said, what is happening? Are these guys? Are you just sticking too much to Siege?
Is it Cyber Opa debut?
Here?
I think so.
Well,
yeah.
There are definitely mainly Siege players. That's definitely a thing. But then again, I would definitely also classify Glorious more as an RTA player than a Siege player these days. But yet, it did not really work out. Just the preparation wasn't really there, or the game plan wasn't really there.
Winstar was winning at like 54% win rate or something. I don't know.
To sink your teeth
he was kind of crazy.
Match as well coming up, say, is going to be a bit of a huge one, like you said. Unmax Fatigue versus Smokes, with guaranteed a debutant coming through the Europe Cup in this part of the bracket as well. Oh, it's going to be strong. Might see a fair few LDs, I'm going to say, from Smokes as well.
Yeah, Smokes has a lot of LD showcase. Last time around, actually did not do that well against Neff. Got 3-0'd right there, but he wasn't really unable to play the normal units he was playing because Neff was contesting so many of these units. Unmax Fatigue doesn't have as many of those units, so Smokes is more on the driving seat just by drafting at the moment. But let's see if he can make that work in this matchup.
All right, here we go.
Smokes has never once needed a smoke break, and Unmax Fatigue has literally never.
You should join the next SWC, win or lose. No, I don't join fight. I know I will get bodied. Okay.
First pick going through.
Ooh, we're flashing.
It's like telling me, yo, Sean, she's trying to fight. I don't know.
Or maybe it's a signal
Mike Tyson for a spar. Win or lose. I'm like, oh, he's gonna fucking eat me alive, bro. Not just my ear.
Shiho and that Fire Megumi coming out then right there. Oh, first time we're seeing Dark Nezuko as well.
Wow, Ethna everywhere.
Nezuko coming in very
People gotta pick up some counter to this, man.
In 3, which is relatively early for Ethnas these days. Smokes already does have a Megumi on the field, but maybe Megumi these days isn't as hard of a counter. Let's see if Smokes
who's the big dog? Probably Rax or Ismo. And they are fighting one another in the first round.
Base on a 28 lead versus a 119 base on a 33 lead.
Yeah, let's see who's got the fastest set coming through. He's locking it in with another speed lead as well then, with that Ciara, looking to get some bombs coming through right here.
Oh, Baba already qualified, right?
Pick then for Unmax Fatigue. Does he continue to kind of speed contest? Or, yeah, okay, interrupt a little bit with the hair gang?
Yeah, we're gonna go for the interruption style, and actually both of the units, very strong interrupters right there. You could still play around forcing a turn in on a unit that potentially doesn't really do as much, but we're gonna go in for Sonya. Sonya, 9 out of 10 is a ban on the Vanessa, so we're probably gonna see a ban on the Vanessa. On the other side, I would say you have to probably respect that Sonya, and you're praying that your Atma is on will in this case because of the Hay Gang.
Let's find out. Like you said, Vanessa out, and that's Sonya. So we've got
looks like a pretty good position for unmaxed fatigue, though.
As well, coming through for unmaxed fatigue.
Maybe
it's our day 3 of the Europe preliminaries, match 3 as well. Set 1 between unmaxed fatigue and Smokes. Who's gonna go through in this one?
Oh no!
Will runes on this Atna, so that is a simple boost rotation on this Sierra. It can potentially right away take it out. But do you want to put any resource into it? No, we're actually gonna go for a risky play into his skill 3 or skill 2. But it
kind of risky, bro.
I don't think
kind of risky.
Sierra's going to be fast enough to take that turn right now.
But he was not. He was not punished. He was rewarded.
That is speed tuning perfect.
Yeah, that's speed tuning perfect right there. And this is also perfect rotation for Smoke, setting up the defense break right there. This is the best rotation he could have made, knowing that he would land all of those skills.
Bro, just 360 no scope, wearing only underwear, Elden Ring style on unmaxed fatigue, bro.
Yeah, let's see, but the big issue is Nezuko
bro,
is a good unit.
Bro just did that.
It's not really.
Did he just do that? Why is unmaxed fatigue still clicking the button? Like, what's the point? What is he doing?
He's still got a lot of damage on the side of Smokes right here, and some strips coming through, so more bombs are going to get planted.
Why are we still playing this match?
Yeah, this match would have been such a different match potentially if there was will runes on that Atma. It's always one of those things you got to keep in mind.
Okay, I guess.
Placed on the side of Smokes was just such a good 5th pick.
It was so good right there, and look, not even getting to detonate at the moment, and Smokes knows it. Maybe enjoying this one, but
esports spirit,
to think through
really
next round.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be looking more towards speed.
That's crazy, though.
Or multiple high-based units, because in the end, Hay Gang is a great unit, but did not really participate. But then again, could he have known that Smokes is so well tuned on those units? Because Sierras most of the time are not crazy fast.
Dude, that Sierra must be like plus 200 speed, though.
Definitely was
pretty crazy.
And I mean, there you have it. Smokes taking the
also the bomb damage was crazy
in our match number 3 of today. Say actually,
I think I saw the bomb damage was 26,000.
Actually, only played each other once. Smokes was the winner back
on a
then.
200
so
plus
speed.
speed.
He's going to continue that trend.
Yeah, let's see. Also, the pre-bans, what are we going to be aiming those pre-bans at? Are we going to be throwing it towards LDs, or are we going to be throwing it towards normal elemental units? Well, on the side of max fatigues, there's not too many unique LDs that you want to be taking out, except for that Nezuko might be focusing that one first, but after that, it's mostly normal elementals. On the side of Smokes, there's a whole plethora of LDs to be banned.
We got the imaginary Lima pre-ban.
takes out of the box of Smokes, and then
but Smoke has so many LD
taken out as well. Maybe Smokes was watching those previous.
Impossible to know which one to ban properly.
Yeah, Smokes is learning from those previous matches. Is noticing if I want to play Shiho, Atma is a problem, and that is a problem well solved. Just ban it.
Ban it out. First pick your Shiho sorted. You've got a Yonhong as well to follow up. Okay, Beetle time.
Yeah, we're going back to the healers. We have seen it the previous match of.
Really?
I think it was day. No,
first pick too.
I'm not entirely sure who he played it against. It wasn't as strong at that time.
I mean, he definitely got style point if he doesn't win this match.
Next to a Jaeger.
That's looking pretty cool. Oh, look at that.
More interruption. We've got another
Ever.
We are very passive.
Are we seeing a Piranha last pick?
It's going to add in all kinds of bruiser units, all kinds of sustain units.
Finally, somebody pick up some bruiser stuff.
I'm not too sure about the Hay Gang, but you do have prolonged boss. But there are some answers, and one of those answers is a Tanisha, which normally doesn't do that well, but in this draft, I think could do a lot of work.
I'm not sure about Jaeger though. I don't think I've been impressed by any Jaeger so far.
Okay, sir. Smokes.
Smokes is rocking a Benedict, and I think it's also one of the very few players I've seen play Benedict.
That's kind of crazy.
Overall, it's a very good
unit. That is kind of crazy.
Next to an attack buff, because it does have similar to a Dominic, but on the skill or on the passive, but now it's an ignore defense. So let's see if there's enough defense or enough.
Holy Benedict Cumberbatch. Okay.
On the enemy side.
Bans coming in, and the Hay Gang and that series being taken out. We're likely to have a speed lead coming out from the side of Smokes and a 55 res lead coming out in SWC. Yes, the Europe preliminaries day number 3 right here. It's Smokes versus Unmaxed Fatigue. Who's going to get that second set?
Yo, Zidin, welcome back.
Yeah, let's see where we're going to connect these skills. We still have the healers that could go for a counter regardless of what you hit. But you have
I miss chicken rice, bro. Can you ship me some?
Go for that stun.
Does manage to get that stun, like you said. Are you even looking for some sort of a defense break coming out already, or do you need to get a stun?
You definitely have to be aiming at stuns, but there's
he needs to land the Oblivion on that pudding, though.
Angela's the fastest unit on the field of unmaxed fatigue, and the second fastest.
That is a pretty slow Benedict Cumberbatch.
Off one another if you don't get the potential of landing enough things, but you can already.
Oh, he got it. No violent prop
over there.
Here we go.
He does manage to get it. He's coming in with some huge hits.
Okay.
Out an Annabelle.
That was a very simple clean right there. Plus, we have defense. Defense break coming in right
is that
there.
Is that it? Is that all Benedict can never do? Because I think Jaeger one shot, right?
Jaeger is liking the angle of that defense.
Bam.
He is clean.
So easy, bro.
Out right there. I mean, this Oblivion is huge on the Angela at the moment. But
I'm not sure about this Jennifer situation here.
Could come in. Plus, you have to stun it. Once again, stuns it. Pushback is even more crucial.
I don't know if Singapore or Malaysia chicken rice is very different. Are they kind of the same?
All or nothing. Can we connect them? Does fully connect thus far, but
that sounds like blasphemy.
Defense break on there, huge hit coming in from that Shiho. You need
Bakute
to make
is different.
You can get that Shiho to do some
chicken rice.
That resistance lead from Angela's looking good.
Yeah, that resistance lead is not doing all too much. But
I like Malaysia Bakute
these days. High accuracy, Megumi 4 accuracy.
Okay, can he land the Oblivion though?
So Jaeger has all to play for right now. So let's see if Jaeger can do it, because in the end, the Oblivion that was
dude, they're so slow. This Jaeger is not taking a turn, bro.
Oh, it could be bad.
Okay.
Oh, he's got the Oblivion coming.
He needs to get a stun here. I mean, he get a stun on the Jaeger, he wins the game.
Turn for a stun as well.
Easy.
Oh, we could get all or nothing stun on the Jaeger. We do get the stun on the
Jaeger.
So yet you can go for pushbacks, and those pushbacks
is it over?
Perfectly placed. Tanisha is doing all the work over here.
So
you know what? Tanisha's gonna go.
Coming in clutch, even getting the silences as well. Not on the turn right now, but it's gonna be a dead Jaeger.
Yeah, that's going to be looking like a
very dead I think Jaeger's kind of cooked here, pretty much.
Activated. It's one of those units, most people don't have it ruined, but Smokes does have it ruined, and it worked out miracles in this draft.
Wow, just
he's like a speed lead.
Well. The damage coming through from Megumi alongside that Shiho.
Yeah, that is all there is.
Damn, Smokes. Okay.
He's not gonna make a comeback from that match. Big question.
Okay,
right
Smokes, he cooking. I like that. I like that. Smoke kind of cooking.
Let's find out. Smokes 2-0 up against Unmaxed Fatigue. Then in our previous matches, we have seen a close to reverse sweep right now, but Smokes is looking super strong. He's been allowed that first turn, say, and he's making it work.
I have a Singapore restaurant near my house that I go once a month for chicken rice and Hokkien mee.
Yeah, let's see. I'm not too sure about the Hillis
so good.
play, though.
It tastes the same, bro. The Hokkien mee is like, oh my god, bring me back to fucking Singapore food court, man. Holy, I love that shit. I can eat that every other day. Not every day, though.
What is losing again? So therefore, it's not as
the wet Hokkien mee. So good.
Yeah, we've got a Haegang and the Yonhong being taken out in our stack ban. Are we going to see a Shiho trade yet again coming in from an Unmaxed Fatigue?
Can you have the restaurant name? No. Secret.
No, because
gatekeeping. They don't have a lot of customers. They have like enough customers, so I can go get my food at a relatively quick
players do like really much as well. But let's see what's gonna be pairing it up with this time, because Secret is still available. There's still a lot of units available for the side of Smokes.
I like Hokkien mee more than Char Kway
I haven't seen too many of her just yet, but a great.
I don't like the dark soy sauce taste that much.
Obviously the stun can kind of get through and kind of provoke around the field as well with Josephine. I think it feels again a bit early though. Save.
Oh, finally the Josephine getting picked up right there. I think someone has been asking for that in the chat.
That's a better draft from.
Where the fuck is Josephine? Are these idiots?
I'm liking the start of Max Stick right now.
There it is, boys.
Josephine can definitely do.
There's the Josephine.
I'm still scared of the unit. That is also, I think, in Sonya a little.
Whoa,
bit too
Sonya picked up. Okay.
Signaling once again. I'm going to be banning out that Vanessa, but in this case, Unmaxed Fatigue still has a 4 and 5 where I can counter that Sonya. But I think that Smokes is hoping.
Man, that is a team of like
fifth, where that
misfits.
Fifth becomes a guaranteed ban as well.
Like, what's the combo right there?
Vanessa, but let's see what
it's kind of like
has as the
things that are good.
You don't have to ban out a Sonya just yet.
Yeah, you don't have to at the moment, and I mean that's signaling you definitely don't have to. But mind games coming through right here. Leo,
I think Unmaxed Fatigue need a Velasca here, bro.
Leo, Vert, there's a lot of options right there. I actually wouldn't even be that much against the Vert, or we're gonna go for a premium Vert, which is a dark Vert, also known as.
Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that.
I like it. Bringing it through right here. 5th pick right now. Are you gonna deal
some unique
with
stuff going on?
Leo, or are you going to kind of commit to that first turn?
It's going to go for Layla, but I think that this is
that Layla is going to hurt, bro.
Layla right there, because
it's a Leo ban, and the Layla is going to absolutely cook.
The Nezuko Cadiz combo super strong. You have to deal with that Leo. You have to deal with that Vanessa. Your Sonya's kind of in an off draft right now because Max Fatigue actually figured out the Sonya draft very well.
He definitely did, but he's 2 sets down in this match right here. Leo,
I don't know about that Sonya into a Vanessa though. Well. There's only like one soft counter for you.
Versus a 28.
It's kind of weird.
Smokes versus Unmax Fatigue. If you win this set, Smokes, you're going through to that next round. Unmax Fatigue, reverse sweep. Is it on set? And let's see if the Sonya does anything.
Ooh, we're actually being outspeed on that Sonya. Do you want to send it? Yep, it's going to send it. Did not actually get that stun. That stun would have definitely been very nice. But just already locking out a lot of damage is very nice. Big question right now.
Can he kill that unit immediately? Maybe? Because the Gojo is moving, right?
Because the units on the side of Smokes are faster.
Oh, maybe he's not going to kill it, though.
Lower lead.
They definitely are, but right now coming in with that skill, it's not going to be enough to take out the Cadiz right there. Maybe confirm your kill.
Oh, that heal though.
Yeah, I can confirm the kill right there, but then the big question, this skill 1 is
I don't know about Smoke's team though. It's kind of like
chance for your Vanessa to rotate
awkward.
Back into another skill, but it's going to be taking.
Do you think Jaeger is underwhelming? Yeah, Jaeger kind of
definitely will.
Not that crazy, huh?
But he'll be in an odd position. Josephine still has that passive up.
Yeah, you kind of just want to skill 1 and don't land it exactly like that. Just hit an immunity right there, but the counter is coming in clutch.
And you can obviously cleanse everything, get that skill 3 coming out. Is it enough to kill? No!
Not enough to kill, so you have to waste another turn on killing this unit. But right now, with that additional turn, it's not the biggest of issues.
No,
I think Vanessa can be on either Vile Despair, it's okay.
Well,
it's just that
Monkey needs to start working.
Do you pick her often enough to
to
justify a very fast Vile
set? Is
set?
it enough bar? It is enough bar. Are you gonna send this on the Monkey though? It is a good chance if you connect.
Yeah, she's gonna test speed rune with auto unit as well.
Available just yet.
Exactly. Do you want to send this one as well? Off position at the moment, gets that stun. Huge.
Yeah, all of those.
You know what? Josephine is kind of cooking. Josephine is kind of cooking a little bit.
If the Nezuko gets her own proc in, yes.
Oh, hold up. Maybe not yet.
Right here is good damage. Can't take
Yo, that
but this skill 3 definitely can.
That's fair, right? That's fair.
It does mean
hold up. It's not over yet, though.
The skill 2, maybe to get rid of it and get the provoke.
Maybe it's not over yet.
There, but I do think we're looking at skills.
Ooh, that's some good damage too.
This Nezuko. Only big question is, it is going to be the turn first on this Monkey.
Oh, that's a very good stun. Does he have cleanse? He can be stunned too.
Up, so it means Josephine is taken out for a little bit longer. But can this Verna get a stun? Oh.
No stuns right there.
Oh,
Gojo,
good stun again.
There is going to be the cleanse available on that Gojo. You can go for cycling right now. Doesn't decide to go for it. In this case, has to keep in mind. Yes, it's gonna go for that.
Oh no, that's gonna hurt.
Because the cleanse is
coming. That Josephine. Oh no.
Is coming through.
Oh, he didn't kill the She-Ho. He could have killed the She-Ho twice.
Yeah, She-Ho is gonna be taken out, but I think the revive is coming in.
Oh my God, that Josephine is too good.
Has skill 3 available. That would do so much damage that you cleanly.
Can he finish out the Josephine though?
Good choice. Not taking out the shield just yet because this.
Oh no, bad news.
Damage.
It isn't right there. Again, like you said now, do you have to go into the Vanessa skill 1, hope for Gojo some kills, then into Josephine? It's
okay, playing it safe, stealing all the buff. Oh my God.
Right there, but the
oh, no stun though.
Gone. However, unit is still standing.
Can she get a violent proc? She needs a violent proc here. He needs a violent proc so bad here. Oh! No way! Can he stun it? He can strip stun, right? Oh, he didn't get the stun, but the shield gets skill 3. Oh my God, the Nezuko! The Nezuko saved him twice!
And that is gonna keep on max fatigue in this matchup.
Oh my God! 1 HP, bro! That's crazy.
You can never count it over until that last monster is dead right there. So
dude, the Nezuko
reverse sweep
save him. So clutch.
That was super close, but that was legit flat HP grinds on legendary. The difference between you locking in a 500 or a 549 or whatever.
That's the difference between
so much
a legendary plus
right
13, 14 relic.
Additional damage artifact on one side more than the other would have definitely taken that match. But let's see if Smokes can recover from a match like
relic
that.
Diff, boys.
That has
relic
to be
diff.
a little bit of a mental reset right there. It's like, yo, I should have been wanting that one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
My Nezuko doesn't do that, bro.
Grinding runes.
She just stand there and get stunned.
You need to be doing it whenever you are getting from those little grinds and gems. I mean, Dark Nezuko taken out as well as that Sigrid as well. Smoke's probably going to be taking the Shiho first pick again. It is being traded as first picks a lot in this
first pick,
right here. Okay, we're going back to the Beetle. Ooh.
Back to the Beetle. I'm having the same reaction as your oof. I'm not too sure about that unit. So far, he has locked it in 3 times, including this one.
Yeah, I don't know about that, King.
It looked like doing near to nothing.
It doesn't look too hard
to me. That is a good answer, because in the end, there's also a Hey Gang already banned, which means Smokes has any opportunity to also just lock in Giannis and those kind of things.
Exactly. He's gone for the Ciara at the moment, hoping he can kind of get through any immunity that might come up later in the side of max fatigue. And the Verna coming out yet again. Like it. Oh, we're going back to this. Oh.
I'm actually liking this with a Ragdoll. The Ragdoll flavor against the Gojo.
What is the secret to getting LD5? I think you summon. Oh, really? I guess you're just very unlucky. Unfortunately, there's no secret.
You're just pretty much giving full bar.
The secret of these SWC players is that they are very.
Again, the 4 and 5 on Smokes are so dangerous.
They make a lot of money. Or they're very lucky. Or both. Because you can make a lot of money and spend a lot of money in the game and still have under average rate for LD5
of Smokes. But like you said, kind of Unmax Fatigue has got speed lean in his own with that Ragdoll on the field at the moment. Defense taken in the end for him. 2-1 right now to Smokes. Set number 4. Is the reverse sweep on, or is Smokes going to confirm his place in that next round here?
Well, I think it's all for Juno to play. For Juno has to do some miracle work right here with healing, with stuns, with everything coming in. Well, that's a very good first stun, however.
Wait, that might be a dead Gojo.
Right now. Layla's going to be sending it. Does manage to land on everything apart from the Juno.
Does not land on the Juno, but if there was Cleanse Block on the Juno, it would have even been worse. But then again, there's no healing outside of this Juno right now. So that's going to be a rough spot to sit in. Are we going to be going for Despair Stuns? I think he was aiming for Despair Stuns over there.
How does he beat Jäger, though?
Gianna does have bombs and critical arrow available.
Yeah, she can look to get some stuns going out onto field. Just going for the skill 1 then at the moment.
Yeah, pre-ban unit is gone. The moment you're pre-ban, you're gone.
Yep, we have that going sometimes, but also a glancing hit from this Ragdoll, not adding the damage that we would like to see. Plus, Gojo is still sitting on his skill 3 available. But Jaeger has something
he risked, but he got the glancing debuff.
Exactly. I mean,
can he cleanse block Juno?
Right here against these Dragon Knights as well.
I didn't get it.
More debuffs coming out right there, say. We're looking at like Trial of Ascension.
We're looking at Trial of Ascension.
That light one is the light Beetle Guardian. It's one of the newer unit and not very popular as well. So, and also it has a skin on.
And it shows once again we don't see too many Ragdolls, but Ragdoll is such a powerhouse unit because sure you might think like, oh, Jaeger is taking out things, Juno's taking out things, but keep in mind Ragdoll's the only reason that Unmax Fatigue is taking any turns at this moment.
Exactly. He's a speed lead of his own in this match right here. So
yeah, I don't know about the Gianna last pick into Ragdoll, Juno, Jäger.
Seems to be an great
might just be a wild idea, guys. But I don't know about that.
Again,
okay.
But here comes the attack bar with that.
That Gianna last pick kind of sus.
Right there to help out with the team. I mean, maybe she can do it.
I think Juno can do it because a Juno into Gianna is not a great matchup.
You got Gianna and Artie is more fun? Oh my god, who would have thought?
With that, Ragdoll once again, super well placed Ragdoll in this matchup.
Helios. Sounds like a fucking fiber
and
supplement.
In our day 3 of the Europe preliminaries right
Helios.
here. Junos and Etnas. Who would have thought it, eh?
Yeah, Etna's already pre-event. Are we going to see a trauma pan on that Juno? I don't really expect it, but Smokes, I think, does have a Ragdoll as well. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it's one of those units, if you don't play it yourself that much, you might be banning it out because Smokes likes to play a lot of units that still rely a bit on crits.
They do rely on those crits right here. Stack ban. We're going to the full best of 5. You guys, you are getting a crazy viewing here. So many matches happening in our day 3 preliminaries right here. Is it going to be those trauma stack bans? Are they going to be looking to get rid of something else out of the game here? I mean, Ragdoll as well is pretty dangerous.
Yeah, it's definitely taking the full opportunity to go for a ban. Maybe also looking for a unit you're normally not familiar with.
Whoa, he actually banned the light Beetle Guardian. Whoa.
On it. I think he kind of had it figured out in his earlier match.
Okay.
But next to a Ragdoll,
I guess it was enough of a threat.
Plus a Gianna pre-ban makes a lot of sense.
Definitely does. Shiho again being stolen. Are we going to be seeing the same Megumi Josephine response on the side of Smokes? He didn't do him well last time, though.
Well, it didn't do well, but it was super close. So I actually do like the response. But once again, we're going for a super early unit on that Sonya. That Sonya could be very dangerous. Last time around, we saw that on the enemy side where the Sonya could not really provide enough. But I think it's more of a counter where the enemy can simply not take it just yet.
Wow, Xingje coming out then. Different form of monkey business, but we haven't seen all too much of it, and I think for good reason, normally.
He stole the Jaeger.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it could do a lot, but
I think that's a throw.
And Max Fatigue is actually going to go for his comfortable
I think the Sonya pick now makes sense, and then he brought in a unit that could die to Sonya.
Doesn't have any healing just yet.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
And he's kind of sending it to the wind with that Layla again.
Jaeger kind of a throw move, a little bit, bro.
I think we're looking at a Layla ban.
Oh, Sonya ban.
Exactly,
okay, maybe it's not that bad then. But I think Cadiz can counter Jaeger, right?
33 speed lead versus a 28 speed lead then in our decisive set between Smokes and Unmax Fatigue. Which debutant could get one step closer to that Europe Cup right here?
Once again, we're gonna go in with a
Smoke is like anti-healer. Bro's going bruiser, but still no healer.
Removed already.
Exactly, you don't like to see that if you are on max fatigue right now. Stuns can come out, you need to get it on. That Cadiz does land as well.
Can Cadiz not get a Valen proc here? Oh, that's a big stun.
Monkey right there is not caring for elements.
Oh no, that's pretty bad. Two turn.
Not going to be able to provide any of the.
Hold up, Smoke might be cooking.
Set up on the monkey defense break. There is Jaeger.
Smoke might be cooking.
On this unit on
oh, look at that damage though.
Straight off the get-go, not too many units dead or anything just yet. You have to be looking at AoE stuns, but you have to be stunning a lot.
Yeah, she was getting hard counter here.
Unit you don't want to be stunning.
The Josephine is doing it.
Turn. Can you get that even provoke or even kill onto this Cadiz because you've got rid of that revive already?
Man, Josephine's so good.
Yeah, it's also one of those units. I think this Cadiz is on revenge, but he's not showing any revenge as of yet.
Is it over?
Goes all of the damage.
I feel like he needed Cadiz to kill Jaeger, but without Cadiz, Jaeger is actually just unbeatable.
Just well taken care of.
Right?
Got that stun on
oh my god, you can't beat.
Wow.
And Smoke
simply doing so much damage.
GG. He beat Unmax Fatigue with a Jaeger. What a chat.
Breaks coming in, but this is a done match in my book.
He turned the Jaeger against Unmax Fatigue.
Is Smoke.
Well played, bro. Well played.
The justice is being served for him right here in our decisive set number 5 then against Unmax Fatigue. Huge for Smokes to be in that next round, sir.
Yeah, that's GG, bro.
Very well played. Once again, well read on the Josephine. Actually, not too many people have been drafting Josephine so far today, but Josephine into a Shio is always one of those dangerous things. Sure, if you stun something, it's bad. If you don't stun
holy
something,
skill 1
it's
damage.
also bad. Josephine sometimes is just an answer.
GG. Smoke might be qualifying for Europe Cup. Okay, I like that.
Through to the next round of our Europe preliminaries.
I thought the Jaeger was a throw, but
like you said,
but the Cadiz got completely control.
Somebody goes 2-0 up, somebody learns on the fly, gets back to a 2-2, but then the eventual person who was leading coming back for that 3-2 win right there. Huge for Smokes. He's going to be up against Rainker in that next match later today. I mean, crazy to see him there. We're going to see some more LDs in that next match, right?
Yeah, we're definitely expecting a lot of LDs in the following coming up because we have Ismo against Rexus. I think I would call that match of
big
the day.
Guns.
Definitely could be saying that one. But the big question is, how are the two players going to be preparing against one another? Because they're very familiar with the box of one another as well.
Exactly, they know each other. Sometimes if you know too much about the other person, it can also go against you because you're second guessing, hey, what units are they building right there? And like we've said last weekend, Raxas is kind of a new player right now in terms of what the box he kind of brings to the table. Always struggled in the past with not too many options.
Rax got 2 more LDs since last week? Right now, though, damn, bro.
Too many options, but then
2
again,
games went to set 5. Wow.
A lot of options. If we're looking at the current season,
getting 3-0 in EU is kind of hard.
22 LD5s on the side of Raxus, also drafted exactly 22 LD5s. So both of them are very even on the LD box.
They definitely are, and also maybe a call out say as well. I think the rune efficiency and artifact efficiency of both of these players are probably some of the highest in the whole of Europe, right, as well.
Yep, and actually, I'm in the guild with Rexus, so you see a little bit more from that player. You got some artifact yesterday. That is one of those artifacts that you're farming for all day. Not gonna spoil it, but you might see a particular unit. I'll call it out if we see it do a lot of damage.
That is the perfect timing for what you
just
need
casually
right
get it
You're
yesterday,
in that
huh?
lower round of day 3 of the Europe preliminaries. Both of these players have been at SWCs for a lot of years in the past, but only one of them will make it through. And even then, they've still got Famicom in that next matchup as well, all the way through there. So
man,
this
tough
is
matches.
going to be an absolute banger. All of you in chat, let us know who you're supporting going into this one. Raxaz versus Ismo in a lower round day 3 match. Who'd have thought it? Off,
who do you guys got?
Either the old bull gets raxed or Raxaz learns the herd.
Rax or Ismo, chat?
Let's find out. Raxaz locking in that Vanessa early.
Interesting play to go for Vanessa early. I wouldn't really expect that to be the high contested unit unless Raxaz is setting that up for a specific playstyle. We do have a very common playstyle on the
Weapons
side
Ping
of
Roy already qualified.
Plus an Oliver on the side of Ismo.
Wow, instantly locked in from Raxaz then. Etna and that Dark Zenitsu as well. So, I mean, this is dangerous for a snipe.
Yeah, this is very dangerous for a snipe, but also that Zenitsu is already covering a bunch of units, because if you lock in the Megumi right now, Zenitsu doesn't really care about those stuns. It does care about the Oliver though, so let's see if Raxaz either wants to ban the Oliver or cover it in other units.
Wow, Ismo turtling up a little bit with the Light Unicorn coming out right there. Wants to get some sustain and the immunity as well against everything of the defense breaks that are set up from Raxaz.
Yeah, but I'm liking the Raxaz draft over here because in the end, the Light Unicorn, it is not that good for single target healing. And where there's a lot of single target damage, that is the Raxaz draft right now. We got the Hwaring, we got the Zenitsu, we got the Athna, all so much single target damage. Pairing that up with a
Leo
and a healer in Raccoon. I'm liking the Raxaz draft right now. I think
like a Leo and a Veil pick, right? You got to slow him down a little bit. Too much momentum on Rax.
Yeah, well, how can Ismo really answer it right here at the moment, though? I mean,
okay,
self-healing, maybe
the comeback of Fire Bayak everywhere,
but seems a bit off.
Yeah, I think he's going to be taken out. I know Ismo runes, and I've seen the runes. If he puts his absolute best set to this unit, it's absolutely stellar and crazy. But I think we're not going to see it in this match as of this far, because it's just so easy to deal with a Light Unicorn if you have that additional damage artifacts.
Yeah, I mean, Raxaz now on the draft. You think just get rid of the sustain here, or is it too much damage?
Yeah, just getting rid of the sustain. On the side of Ismo towards Rax, I think you have to take care of that Hwaring, because Hwaring, especially next to a Raccoon,
Raccoon is the ban, bro.
Raccoon could also be a dangerous factor in the first place.
There we go.
Okay, he let Raccoon stay. Let's see.
3 speed leads for
I feel like Raccoon is a bigger deal.
Right here. Let's call it the match of the day right now, sir. It's our Europe preliminaries, day number 3. Who's going to win this one?
Not taking first turn on that capture.
Ooh, did not stun right there.
Not actually getting the stun in on that Shiho just yet.
Not getting it right there. You've got that Megumi that can look to follow up right here. Does manage to get the defense break. Some big damage can be planted through, or do you go for the stun?
That is some massive damage coming in right there. I think you want to go... Ooh, goes for switching up both targets, but the Zenitsu is cutting in. He was hoping for his Oliver to cut right after, but his Zenitsu is faster than his
The
Oliver.
targeting is
the defense break,
funny.
At least we do shake off our attack break.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to shake it off. You wanting to get like Zenitsu some more turns. Raccoon can always follow up as well, but like you said,
did he miss crit
against immunity?
Oh, yeah, wait, there's the horse. Of course he will miss crit sometimes.
Battle right there, especially if you're not fully connecting your skills. If you were to land that defense break, at least you could have taken down a bit of that Oliver damage. But right now, Oliver has free reign on those units.
He does, and this is where the control comes in. And I mean, with that Eleanor as well coming through, putting more sustain up through there and the immunity, this is going to be tough for Rax.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough for Rax. In this case, we do go for the switch. We go for a little bit of healing. At least there's no provokes coming out just yet. But every time that this Megumi takes a turn, that defense break could be very crucial.
Yeah, where can he land it? Can he get it on the off moment when there's no Raccoon following up as well? Because he's going to be cleansing. Yeah,
Raccoon is going to be cleansing, going to be healing. We get the stun over there, but it's not really.
Man, how's he going to damage through this Raccoon, bro?
All about this right moment, defense break into a Shiho skill 3, then you can actually take out things. But until that moment, we're kind of bruising back and forth, stealing each other's attack bar.
Exactly, but now you've got the speed buff on that Megumi as well. That's huge.
Ooh, that stun though. That stun kind of big.
Just being there is controlling everything.
Yeah, Oliver's doing a great job in this matchup so far, getting all the cooldowns. Can we get the defense break at this moment? There should not be a skill available on the shield, but at least it could be good damage. Does not get it, but does get the additional turn right there, which does also put Rexus in higher chance of additional turns coming in later with the Raccoon and the Quillian Slasher.
Quillian Slasher.
The skill 2 then on the Raccoon to push it back. You've got other stuns.
Ooh.
It's still healthy.
Good play.
It's still looking very healthy, and the additional turn rate is high on the Quillian Slasher. I'm not sure if it's Despair or Violent. I think it is on Violent. If it just sets up a defense break with a skill 1 into an additional turn with another skill 1, you can simply cleanly take out units. So I think you should be aiming for a playstyle like that because you're not going to get too many chances in because of this Oliver.
Definitely not. And right now, you've got Vanessa can come through, knows the Light Unicorn's coming soon, so can cleanse. Goes for the cool time, doesn't land.
Doesn't connect the cool time. Also the best play he could make over there because simply not too much.
Oh, that Nemesis Ethna.
Almost get a Nemesis.
Kind of scary.
Right there, where you could
kind of scary.
We're once again transforming and healing up, chipping all of these units to full HP.
Exactly. You've got that immunity right there, and is not going to be liking that at the moment. Looking to get the defense break, lands it this time.
Lands it this time, but he's also spreading the damage a lot everywhere, which doesn't really help him as of this much because everything is looking at half HP, but nothing is dying just yet. Plus, there's still a passive on that Vanessa, so nothing is.
I guess the Raccoon is not as good as I thought. No, he can't keep everybody alive with Raccoon.
Through from Zenitsu, trying to get some more attack bar, putting it in a weird position, but at the moment, he's looking bad for Raxaz.
Yeah, it's looking bad for Rexus because of this Oliver. The Oliver is really the pinnacle issue, which just rotates so much. Hindsight, maybe Oliver on the
Rex kind of cooked it, I think, with that increased cooldown tab. Ethna's dead.
It is difficult to say what would have been the right play right there.
Exactly. Hindsight is a wonderful thing in this one right here. He's one unit down, got rid of that Etna, and I mean, Darts and is probably the next one to go.
You got some accuracy on that horse too.
Connect your skills right now. Also, we haven't seen the Despair.
The rat is being stunned very often.
Whatever it is,
and because the dark unit is always low HP, the rat cannot cleanse itself.
See if he Raxas right here. Does get the stun on the Raccoon right now, setting up maybe another defense break for later on.
Oh no, he can reset Vanessa here for a quick kill.
Slash is eating himself, and most of these high-ranked Olivers are on crit rate. So Oliver on a crit.
I think win pudding will be controlled by Oliver, so that's also a big consideration.
Check it out, but you've got the revive back again, I think, from that Vanessa right there. Shiva will be able to follow it, but I think he got a cool time from the Vanessa.
Yep, we do at least have that going. We have an off turn at the moment, but we do also have two more.
He can probably just take out the Dark Zenitsu in his GG.
Well, you just expect your Shiho to clean up this unit.
Yeah, you got that skill 1, you're hoping for it. Ooh.
Yeah, the rat does not violent proc at all.
Right there, but not taking out. I think a little bit of the damage from
he plays so safe, but he got it. It's GG.
Finally can go for skill 2, but the Unicorn is well covering the damage that Quillian Slasher has.
Exactly, and he's confirmed his kill Ismo right there. We love to see it.
Yeah, it's kind of over.
Defense break now, but he's got nothing for damage.
Yeah, nothing for damage. And in the end, the Unicorn, where I thought it was...
Yeah, the Ethna misses stun. Raccoon is kind of like on triple energy for some reason.
Critting, and those crits were well covered.
That's about it.
They were. Ismo, he's been there before many SWCs all the way through.
The control over there is also a bit better.
Well for Europe, taking the 1-0
more stun, more pushback, more increased cooldown time.
I mean, if I was looking from the draft, say, I think it was actually pretty favorable, I'd say, almost for Raxaz, but Summoner's War has a tricky way of saying that's a good draft.
Yeah, it was one of those things, like Oliver was definitely doing the Oliver things. I think that was one of the biggest problems, but then also the Unicorn getting the right rotations in of immunity, of healing, of anti-crits, where it just simply made it where Raxus couldn't really play his game. And that's one of those things that Oliver does. He makes you play the game, but your enemy not, and therefore we also respect the LD units. Warring that was earlier banned out, and the Light Pony that was just a devastating unit to deal with.
It was, and that's why they're in our stack bans right there. For all of you that are brand new watching right now, remember stack bans do affect the whole of these matches. So for the rest of the sets that will happen, you cannot be picking that in your draft. So super strong. It's a new format for this year. Let's see how it continues. First pick going over to Ismo then right here. Again,
I see Rax pick up a Josephine here.
Big topic this year.
Yeah, Shield first pick. Rexus, if we go similar to last draft, he would go for a Vanessa plus a Quillian Slasher or Vanessa plus an Ethna. Those were his first 3 picks last time. Now you can only lock in 2. And we're still going to go back to
Hi, Sean. Are the rumors about me true? Like, I have a big, black, girthy right hand?
Another 33 speed lead, which you can easily lock in here in a second or third pick, but opting to go for the Megumi instead.
Going for the Megumi instead is pretty interesting. I think I would have rather seen an Oliver plus an Etna in this position. Sure, Rexus could have went very heavy on the fire at that moment, but you already had a...
Oh, we got a Jaeger. Jaeger once again.
NFL and Jaeger definitely does signal a bruiser, but we have seen that in prior matches where a Oliver plus Etna can take things out before a bruiser setup actually starts.
Yeah, I'll be the thumbnail to match them. No, I used
Rexas here. He's brought 2 defense breaks and 2 damage dealers within it as well. He's got the setup right here, but will he be able to
always
take
racked
a turn
on
looking at the speed that Isma's maybe bringing through?
Yeah, that's the big
Sean is a Chow hater. I am a Chow hater.
He's gonna go for
until I have a 170 speed Chow. Then I'm a Chow lover now.
Come out from your enemy if you were to lock it in.
I'm doing good, Panda. How you doing?
Very well prevented pick by Isma right there, and also a dangerous unit to play against.
It is, but there is an Anivel on the field. There is a Juno on the field.
Dude, I also missed out on the Velasca Holder Heroes. Just
saying. The damage.
I would actually go for that Layla, because Layla next to that many units with debuffs is just a problem. And especially if you lose your Juno, but even against the Juno, it's just such a problematic unit to deal with. So you have to ban off this Layla.
You missed 3 games. We're going into the game 4.
Is being respected as well. So we're going to be having a 33 speed lead versus a 28 speed lead going into our day 3 of the Europe preliminaries. It's match 4 set 2 between Rexas and Ismo.
Might be a little bit scary now.
Take that second point.
Yeah, all eyes on this Jaeger coming in with the damage, but also all eyes on everything on Ismo's sides, potentially doing a lot of damage. Skill 2, do we send it off? No, we're going right away into this Anivel. Don't get the stun as of yet, but this unit might actually do it. Does connect the stun right there, and look at the amount of additional damage artifacts coming in. But Vanessa once again selling.
Man, 2 damage there that can't be stunned. Ismo's not in for a good time.
Like seeing that, and look, you've provided there. You can look to set up more of it. I mean, Anivel needs an additional turn for Rexas.
Yeah, NFL is definitely eyeballing that additional turn right now. We're going to go for pushback. Does actually not connect the pushback, but also no additional turn as of yet.
Exactly, and you're facing still that immunity and kind of immunity with Nabara.
Oh yeah, the Vanessa didn't land defense break, so you can't one-shot anything. Oh, he might steal.
I'm not too sure if it was maybe not a better play to go for.
Oh, okay, he can one-shot now.
Coming in right there, cleanly taking out units right there. Oh, wow, suddenly this Jaeger doing a lot of work.
Yes, suddenly kind
of
things
over?
Have changed right there. You've got Anivel coming through again. Can look to set up some more defense breaks later on, but Nabara needs to start eating that health.
Dark Twin Angel? Yeah, I have no idea what that's unit, bro.
On the skills available. In this case,
that is a very complicated combo unit.
Trying to get our skill 2 back. Does get the additional turn right there.
I think you gotta find a specific player to look out for.
But this gold sprayer is coming at such a crucial.
It's not a generic unit.
2 huge additional turns coming out from Rexas right there. Gets that skill 3 coming through. You need provokes. You need another one from Nabara.
What was that Megumi? Was that Megumi 100 resistance? Because an Anivel not landing anything at all is really bad. Plus this
hold up.
All of her debuffs available.
Oh, but the defense break is too good. I think Darkness is gonna one-shot it.
It isn't great. He's on a defense break though. That Nabara is probably gonna go down with the revenge, no?
Oh, we're still gonna be dead
on
though.
The next hit right here, but we could also trade units 1 for 1. But then again, we are fighting a Jaeger and a Quilling Slash on the other side, which is still.
I'm doing good, Banjang. How are you doing?
It is, because that Quilling Slash is going to be able to come through. Oh, huge.
I think Shio can beat these 2 units. I don't think
once
so.
Again, selling on the defense break. This Vanessa does not like defense break in a repertoire, but she did manage to get the increased cooltime. So that means no alter ego for the Shio. Also doesn't manage to get the turn because Zenitsu has something to play and say about it. And this match is
Dark Zen and Jaeger into 3 stunners.
Wow,
not bad.
Turning things around
not
there,
bad.
Say, bringing it back to 1 apiece between himself and Isma. This is going to be a banger, say, because things can change, and these players have got such crazy artifacts, runes, everything else in their box as well. Set number 3 is going to be
every couple is taking into game 5.
We're loving all them fireworks, and it's also one of those things. Small opening on the Zenitsu into a Jaeger coming in later, instantly taking out units, but also just the sheer damage of all of those things. Everything on this level deals so incredibly much damage that Nobara on her additional turn took 50% HP, and it was not even the craziest of damage we've seen in that match.
Yeah, dude, how do you write this stuff? We're now seeing a Windstar being taken out, and the Dark Zenitsu is being taken off the field, respected by Ismo. Saw the damage coming out. Stark, we haven't seen in any of the sets from these players so far, but Shiho, you can write that. I could say that every single time, say.
Yeah, Shio on the first pick is definitely, you're going to be correct like at least 50% of the time. But there's a Vivica on the side of Ismo, which always makes it.
He's switching up draft.
On the side of Rex, I haven't seen it drafted.
Actually, he's switching it up.
Right here. But the big question is, why for that Stark ban? Because I think it's one of those units that Ismo doesn't use all too much. But maybe he's scared of it because Ismo does have a Valeska in his back pocket as well.
Could be in there. Third and fourth pick coming in from Ismo right here.
I like that.
Another speed lead.
I like these kind of drafts
that can potentially come out there as well. But how are you dealing
aggressive,
with the Limer if you're
big
not
damage?
Maybe like that.
Maybe like that, but also a great pick on that Heigang and an Okeanos. Let's see if we're gonna make these units in the field, because the damage from the side of Rex isn't super high. It's all additional damage artifacts. But the moment that this Okeanos is gone, a lot of that damage is gone too.
It is. Is it the mind games coming through? He's locked it in then in that fourth and fifth pick. Ismo, you've got a fifth pick to make a choice. You want to be really going into 2-1, going into the future sets.
Is it a Chow?
They need to get a decisive part of the draft. What would you think out of that box?
Well, I would say if you go for Sonya banning the Oliver, it does make the Oliver ban very obvious, but you could take it out. But also just simply going for a Bruiser, which I'm liking over here as well, because that is a Bruiser unit that could 1v1 all of them, but he might be listening over here, taking in that Sonya, probably aiming at a ban on the speed lead.
Yeah, if you're going to take out the Oliver, can you deal enough damage?
But then if you ban a speed lead and they ban Sonya, then it's going to be super awkward for Ismo though.
Well. But I mean, then it's who's faster.
Yeah, it's also one of those things. It's a dangerous thing because in the end, if you were to outspeed with your Viva Gel, it could be kind of a bad spot for your unit as well. But in this case, we do ban out the Heigang, so Gianna has a fair play, but does get a turn on that Gianna. That is the big question.
Let's go set 3. Do you get the stun on that Viva Gel? You don't, say.
Yes, not connecting the right skills. Vivica with a perfect rotation on
that
skill 3.
He bent a Heigang. He saw it.
Landing all of the skills that he plays.
He's seen through that Sonya ban. Not bad.
You can maybe set up a defense break on that Oliver. You want to
but can he kill the Oliver though?
Vanessa?
Can he?
Yeah, with a defense break for a simple solution, that is the simplest of solutions. Nearly taking it out. Does get the additional turn on Lima.
Oh my god.
The artifact I was mentioning most likely is on this Okeanos. It is 187 additional damage by speed with 3 other lines that are also additional damage. It's most likely on this Okeanos.
Wow, 3k per hit from Okeanos.
We say
giga damage.
Confirm your kills. Additional turns happen in this game. Violent runes are here and they're here to stay. And this could be a Raxa's win now.
Feels bad. He can't even confirm his kill.
Because what we saw in the set 1,
the Han does not get
a lot of Oliver things.
An additional turn.
To play for in this rotation. Oliver, if you can just reset everything enough, get enough turns in, it's gonna be difficult against this Han, but he is.
Oh my god, Raxus with the beautiful, on point violent proc. Not just any proc, the most important proc.
On Ismo.
Yeah, we're not there just yet, but we're gonna take another turn.
I think it's kind of GG.
We can go for the alt ego. It will definitely take out this Han. And once again, all you need is 1 turn on that Lima. Lima flipped the script right there. Whereas the Shio first sold you on that first hit. Lima
feels bad, bro. Feels bad for Rax.
It's such a dangerous
all the best proc. I mean, feels bad for Ismo. All the best proc for Rax.
Being greatly rewarded for it right there. 2-1 up against Ismo right here. Damn, say that's the flick of a switch.
Match game for Rax, man. He might do it.
That's one of those things. And also,
he might kick out Ismo.
Out the Oliver was a great choice, but the option was nearly, and nearly is not enough.
Exactly. You've got to confirm those kills. We'll keep screaming it to the mountains. Pre-bans for this one coming in our stack ban is going to be the Vivicha respected and the Lima respected. Kind of thought that was coming.
Yeah, those are both the winning factors on either side of that match and either side of the coin. So let's see if Shio finds either side of the coin on that first pick once again.
Yeah, we've got it right. So we're going to be 100 from 100 on that one. I'm pretty sure. Oliver being taken then by Raxus again. Crucial speed leader at the moment and has now recently got his own hand to play with, eh?
Yeah, got his own Han, but not as many pairs with the Han. Does like to pair it with a Dark Robo and a Van Cliff, but in the end, those are kind of a smaller version of what a Gianna or a Vivichel would do, which Ismo does have. So in this case, more of a steal rather than a comfortable pick, which also enables Ismo to go for the double high base speed units.
Josephine?
He does
something
take them through. Let's find out, how do you respond here if you are on the side of Raxas? Then you've got 3rd and 4th. You've already got your speed lead. He's got 3 speed leads now, say.
Yeah, you got 3 speed lead, but that's the thing. For Rexus, Han doesn't really become that much of a speed lead because you don't have the right Dark units paired with. Does have a Woundsa, but in this case, the only proper CC you have is Oliver.
Yeah, he's the only one controlling right
there.
Yeah,
kind of a weird Woundsa pick. I don't know about that.
Pontos and his own speed lead on top of that as well. Asher can get some defense breaks, silences, some more control.
Like, what about he last week might just get banned too?
Like the draft of Ismo a little bit more.
Yeah, Ismo's draft is a bit more well-rounded. There's more supports, there's more healing, there's more sustain just coming in. And in this case, for Rex's draft, I think the first 4, it really
that's kind of cool though.
This Oliver's gonna play for.
Yeah, let's find out if Oliver can do it.
Is that like a Pontos ban?
I like the pick, but I think it's an instant ban.
Yeah, Demon might be an insta ban right there. I think that Ashur is once again respected, unless we go for the respect on the Pontus, but I think you have enough strips to take care of a Pontus right there. We're gonna be taking that away just so far.
I think it's only you that's lagging.
Layla, interesting.
Okay, so interrupt, trying to get some more CC coming out through there.
I guess the Demon is not making it through, bro.
Respect an Oliver at this point? Do you respect the damage? That's the only one really from a Han?
Well, it's hard to say like what to respect, because in the end, Layla, especially on this kind of rank of additional damage,
is stream lagging, chat? I don't know. From
from
what I see, it looks pretty fine for me.
It's a big question. This ban is definitely difficult.
Drop connection, no drop frames.
In Etna then banned out. We've got the Oliver.
If it's lagging on YouTube, you guys can check out Twitch too.
Lead versus a 33. Currently 2-1 to Raxaz. If he wins,
you can just refresh your browser.
Are we going to get a comeback from Ismo in this one?
Woundsa not fast enough. Is on will runes, but the will runes probably did not help to be the fast. In this case, you would have definitely seen a fast rotation. But the best thing he could do was actually only stun this.
How does he control both Pontos and
what could be a big issue is this Pontos, though, if you send all of your strips right now.
Exactly. What is Pontos saying right here? He's gone for it. You've got that Nemesis coming through from the Pontos.
Nemesis,
it's a trap Pontos.
We have Layla to say something about this, but you need the best Layla performance out there, and this was not it.
No, she did not perform enough.
I'm lagging.
Right there. There's still
like
that
I'm lagging.
On the 2 units which have.
I don't know. It looks like
them. That's the perfect thing for Ismo.
It looks perfect on my end.
The immunity is still there. The invisibility is still there. There's 1 apiece on each, and now you can start working on this Han. Can you take it out, or are you gonna go for a Layla first? But I think the Han.
YouTube is kind of weird, man. Like sometimes there'll be like 2 people that say they're lagging, and the rest of the people watching is fine. So I'm not sure.
And you're in bounce territory.
Like what to do?
That was the perfect Asher moment.
Yeah, that Asher just did all the work over there. Also resisting that. Did get the defense break in there. You can go for skill 2. It's probably crit damage 4. Is crit damage 4, it seems, with that kind of damage flying in.
Can Layla win this game on her own? I don't think so, right? Is a fire Bayek.
A revive as well from that Vanessa at some point. Right now, you can maybe just hit into that Megumi. It's looking.
Yeah, so if most people is okay and stream is not lagging, then it's probably just like individual cases.
Does not connect the silence. Does get the additional turn, so it's 1 turn.
And if you're lagging, you refresh your browser, or you can switch to Twitch.
There is a small opportunity where this Layla just sends out that many ghosts, where it is still a potential to win. But you gotta get the right silences at the right moment to make kills without interrupting this Vanessa pass.
Exactly. I mean, you've still got 1 revive, but there's 2 units not looking healthy. The Pontos and the Asher from Ismo's side. You get the defense break right here. You need to try and kill.
Yeah, can you kill on skill 1? If you are on crit damage, if you hit the Pontos, it is a right element thing. You could actually get a random crit in there. Does not try to go for it. Is trying to get rid of other units at the moment.
I mean, he can look to send the skill 1 if he wants right here. Goes for the skill 2. Gets the silences across the board.
Yeah, silences across the board. You don't like to see that at the moment. This skill 2 might actually be the end of the tail for Rex in this match. Do we get a crit? We don't get a crit as of yet, but we're still looking at 2 turn silence and a cooldown increase on this Layla.
Exactly, and it wasn't enough to kill the Asher just there. It was right now, but Monkey's coming fast again, say.
Monkey's coming fast.
Oh, he couldn't kill a Layla.
That is super close. If we get perfect stun rotations right now, plus a sleep, I see the vision.
Oh god, he's got
you
the
kidding me
right here. Can you take the stun on that? Oh!
He got the stun. He did not take out the Layla. Connect the kills. Layla's living too long, and that too long is probably riding the tail, reversing the sweep once again. Where
oh my god, the Layla actually did it.
Because I think we're back.
You're kidding me.
We're not back on the ghost just yet, but we're coming in hard.
Yeah, we are coming in hot right there. I mean,
oh no, the revive is not coming back anytime soon.
Slow as well. Say, is he going to be the Wooser?
Yeah, it's gonna go for the Wusa. We do get the bounce on the Wusa.
Oh, the revive is back though.
Actually gets back the revive. So if you take out the monkey right now, it is going to be revived again, which is definitely favorable for Ismo in this position. But where are we going to be sending our skills?
What the fuck?
Does he know about that though? Has he counted it properly, say? It looks like he has.
Oh no, like that stun is huge. You even got a slow debuff on.
Skill 3. Wusa goes for skill 3. Would definitely take things out. That is a
hey,
12k
hold up.
HP unit coming back though.
Oh,
and
it's
it is
gone.
looking at a stun.
Yeah, it's stunned.
Oh my god, Raxus! How did he do it?
Turned the tables here on Ismo, and he's gonna
oh my god, how did he do it?
The next round of this Europe preliminaries. Wow, say.
Wow, Raxus.
Like
hey, yo.
In that previous set.
Yeah, that was super close right there, but it also shows
GG,
like
brother, GG. Reverse sweep.
But you can still land a despair stun from a skill 1 on that silence. Because any hit that you land on any kind of thing that does any debuff, Layla will take that bar. And Layla took a little bit too much bar right there to actually take things out.
Wow. Raxaz defeating
tough, man, tough.
Ismo, who won't be joining us at the Europe Cup, which is just like unheard of, say. I feel like Ismo's usually got his ticket stamped already to go to any Europe Cup that happens here, but Raxaz showing, if you get those turns, it really pays off, right?
That's pretty insane, guys. That's actually pretty insane.
Just simply
who would have thought?
And it did work out for Rex. It was definitely a back and forth battle because in the end, his Vanessa skill 2s were not connecting. His Shio skill 3 at the first was not connecting. But what wasn't working towards the start of the match was working at the end of the match.
We're done with the first half. Wow.
It did matter in the end.
Every game was very intense.
What our lower round bracket 2 is going to be looking like in these matches. Tech versus Neff, Cyber Opa versus SeanB set. Smokes versus
I think there should be a code
around
here.
Famicom. Again, say, there's even more like matches of the day coming up later on, right?
Yeah, that's some great matches coming in right there, and I'm very much looking forward to them.
Hell yeah, we're going to be looking forward to all of those matches right there. Thank you guys for sticking around with us to watch all of these matches. Did you get your predictions right so far? I think mine are looking a little bit off, say. How about you?
I think I'm kind of okay, but after the matches that are coming after the break, it might be a little bit iffy. So we're going to see if that works out or not.
Let's find out. But before we go into that break, we've got a coupon for you guys.
Oh.
Have a look down below right now. Hurrah! SWC 2026 with some mana, mystical scrolls, and some more of those emblems. Make sure you have a look in chat. Share that code around with everybody. We want to see what you have summoned.
There you go.
Going into that one. Probably, I'm going to say you're summoning a Nat 5, feed it for some LDs, and then you get an LD. That's just how it works, right, sir?
Absolutely. And then you also get the exact LD of choice. And if you don't, don't blame me.
Yeah, blame... I was going to say blame me, but don't blame me either. I don't want that blame. I don't want that to go with me. We're going to be going into a quick 10-minute break, I believe, just to kind of set things up.
I'm going to go and take a piss as well, chat. I'll be back real quick, okay?
Don't leave us in chat. We'll see.
I'll be back real quick. They haven't posted the iPhone link yet, so I'm not too sure. You gotta wait for that one. Oh, disappearing into thin air. hello. Welcome back. Alright, maybe the music not too crazy. We're gonna do like an RTA match while we wait. What if I bam. Oh, there it is. I just rebuilt my Wedjat team, so having a bit of fun right there. We're moving on from the Genny Hathor lifestyle, okay? We're going back to the big AoE. Let's see if I can get a win here. I forgot how to play this team. Whoa. How do I beat that? That looks scary. Oh, I need like an amber for this guy. Yeah, I probably would need an amber. I need to be an amber. Gotta get some heal block going. Should I ban Seimei, chat? He's on Vile. It's on Acros, he's on 6 with a strip. Okay, I think I might ban... Wait, hold up. This unit will always scare people that pick full passive. I love it. It always scared them away, bro. What do you mean, Amo? That shit's so bad. I have like one set. Alright, here we go. Quick little strippy strip. And then quick little defense break. We got defense break on most people. Bam, not too bad. We have to kill the Juno. So, push back. Push back. Hey, let's go. Not bad. Good start. Some commercial break RTA. I was trying to play like the meta the other day. I run up Okia, Noshiho, and Oliver. I hated it immediately. God, that was so unfun to play. And then I run up some Windstar stuff. Hated it too. Like I tried this. And it was fun for like 2 matches. And I hated it immediately again. Could not stand playing that. So I don't know. Probably not gonna de-rune the Stark and the Megumi again. It's not very fun. Wait, is it like a Jara game? No, Jara's not rune anymore though. 3 win, 1 fire. Oh, this is like a Venhan game, but I don't have Venhan rune anymore. So we can go Teor, maybe. Alright, don't want to deal with that. Yo, hello Victor, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. You doing your Oki and Stark? Yeah, I don't know. It's just not very fun to play. Because the counter they pick into those units are also just crazy. It's not just the unit that you use, the counter you have to deal with is also different. Wait, hold up. Why is that thing so slow? Can I freeze it though? Hey, with the freeze, baby. And then this is gonna push them back, right? Hopefully. Big damage. Not bad. Quick little defense break. Very nice. Branding. Beautiful. I don't think we need to use... But she's not moving though. So if I get free... Oh, I didn't get the 2 turn here. Branding. Defense break. Holy 48k, baby. Okay, the Stark might one-shot my entire team. Just saying. Just saying. I need a Violent proc to kill that. We didn't get it. Can I slow it down? We didn't get any extra. Oh, we got the branding though. This Stark is so slow. It's crazy. Fuck it. I'm gonna fight the Stark alone. He's not gonna solo my entire team, right, guys? He hurts. Holy shit. Wait, this thing hurt. Hold up, chat. Hold up. This thing hurt. Oh no, he's getting freaky. He's getting freaky. Oh, no. He's getting freaky. Nah, buddy. Get out of here. Get out of here. He is getting a little bit freaky. I don't like that. All right, we're fine. We're fine. Dude, I love this, man. Like, spamming AoE, that is so much more fun. All right, let's go back to the professional gameplay. I'm sorry, you have to watch that. Let's get back to the real RTA, chat. The real deal. Okay, my chat's a little bit low. Hold up. All right. I'm gonna build like the Water Nobara and Amber and Venhan, and that will probably complete like the lineup. Yo, Amo, do you like Despair or Vile Fire Hacker guy? You probably use it, right? You're also an AoE lover like me. Also got myself Diet Coke. Are you guys like a Diet Pepsi or a Diet Coke kind of guy? No. The Fire Hacker, not Venhan. Your Venhan's on Swift. The fuck? Ew. That sounds like a peasant. Swift Ven. Ew. Can't even say that. Play liquor. If I have Vanessa, it's probably going to be on like a speed crit HP violent. Your tricks is Swift? Swift? The fuck? For what? He got 2 Swift. Do you? What? Ew. Don't talk to me anymore. It's kind of cringe, bro. No, I don't use Vanessa at all. I have like some leftover runes on her, so I can pick her into like some weird cleave player, but cleave player don't exist, right? By cleave player, I mean Velasca, and they also first pick Vanessa anyway, so I can't even use it, so. Oh yeah, Chakra. Should I play Chakra? But like, what does Chakra have that I need? Because if I need a strip into debuff, I just pick Nyx. If I need a strip that counter enemy strip, I pick Heigang. And if I need a pair of titties, I just pick Gianna. So I don't know. Why would I play Chakra though? You should play Fire Tanjiro Bastet. Dragon, I saw your reply, buddy. I see you. And I realized I don't have Fire Tanjiro. I have the win one. Sad. I saw the Fire Tanjiro stuff, buddy. Looking kind of crazy. Chef level of cook right there. Dude, if I have Maxi, I would be addicted, bro. I'll be Maxi pilled. I would not know what to do without AoE damage. If I have Maxi Nephthys, bruh. I don't care if I lose. I'm just gonna spam AoE damage. Like, who gives a fuck? AoE all day, baby. I'll be Maxi Nephthys pill if I have them. Just go in like, oh, big AoE, ooga booga. Amos Viva pill? Ew. I try Viva. Like, it's kind of fun, but then you get into so many awkward positions that all I have about Viva is negative emotion. Oh my god, I outspeed them. Fuck me. It's such a weird thing, right? Damn, they're so slow. I outspeed them. And then your Viva get absolutely destroyed by control, and then enemy Viva proc every turn. Like, what the fuck? If I have Viva, I'll just play like the Swift Viva funny stuff. Right? Swift Viva one-shot unit. That'd be pretty cool. Yo, Sean, remember when I said wife is mad because I spent $600 on Freedom collab? You got Dark Freedom, so you got your wife a new ring. She said, I'm acting weird. She don't believe me. Yeah, the moment a man would randomly buy flower and ring, you are either going crazy or you're cheating. Usually. Oh, wait. Let me turn on Say Shizzle.
early because he was always pairing that with a Finesse and that Ragdoll. This is a damage
Maxi, no fun.
Ragdoll pairing
hey,
very well.
Grass is always greener. I don't have the unit.
Style of draft
fun
that
to
Neff
me.
got to winning the European Cup in 2024 with, at least if that is the correct year. But I'm liking the style of Neff right here.
Exactly.
Ooh. Oh, Neff's going back to secret.
Changing things up. We're seeing
hey,
Lima coming out then, wanting to put some,
he was doing the secret Chandra cigar back then. It was pretty cool.
And wow, first time we're seeing Piranha today.
What's my thought on Shan?
Piranha, very
garbage.
Strong unit if the enemy doesn't have any form
cool,
of cleanses.
quirky mechanic.
It's actually taken away for a
pretty
unit
garbage.
That's more all around with the healing, defense breaks, and the slows. Let's see what Neff has as a 5th pick for this.
Yeah, 5th pick coming in right here. You want to make it something which has to be almost like an insta-ban, or how's he going to turn around it? He's kind of turtled up a bit tech here.
Well, I would say a SeanB, yes, exactly. Neff does find it as well. SeanB is a great unit against all of those 3 turns debuffs. It is great against 3 turns of shields. It's great against 3 turns of immunity. So it's covering a whole lot of units, especially next to a Ragdoll. All of your units will take a lot of turns. Loving that SeanB pick right there, and well respected by Tech.
Exactly. Respected out. We've got speed leads 28
yeah,
versus the 33.
Shun is just kind of shit.
Going into
sadly.
our lower round 2 match 1 between Neff and Tech. Who's going to take the lead and join us at that Europe Cup?
We have a Shio actually moving all the way
thank
first.
you,
Very
Shaban.
fast over there, but is not connecting a stun. Not sure if that is an unlucky not stunning or a lucky not stunning because of Josephine passive.
Yeah, kind of one that you kind of don't want to happen, so it's quite good that it didn't. He does get the stun though on that C grid right there. And I mean, if Etna starts sending any skills, Ragdoll's going to love it.
Yeah, Ragdoll's going to love it, but also the turn rotation is that this Vanessa moves right after. Ooh, I would almost say increase the cooltime, but he's going to do a little bit of both, but not increasing that cooltime.
Yeah, so he's gone for that skill free. He does manage to
3.5k.
get that invincibility against it as well.
Wow.
Ragdoll would have cleaned up.
Yeah, Ragdoll would have absolutely cleaned house over there. Now we're going to go for start of the end, so there's even more invisibility, more immunity, and Neff has a few 4 more rounds before he can actually take a kill.
Exactly, he's not
the
going to
Lima is so good,
Can't even hit that Josephine with the revenge on as well. This is the moment Tech needs
the
the opportunity
2-turn
to
protection
really
is so fucking cool.
Yeah, he needs to get something going, but we do have strips available right here. Where are we going to send it? We're going to send it on the Megumi, but doesn't get the right strip. Defense break. Do we send defense break? Because that's full attack bar enemy team as well.
Yeah, you've given the attack bar, but you've got some damage. Continuing
Man, that Shio is surprisingly very tanky.
Etna's going to go down.
Yeah, that's the risky play right there. You had a bit more protection if you did not go for that S2 at that moment, but he was trying to send it just to get it out there.
Sorry.
It is very understandable right there. But all of those crits, it's just so dangerous with a Ragdoll on the field.
Definitely is, and with that skill 1 damage that we usually like to see, you don't really want to see it too much coming through. You haven't killed the Etna yet, though.
Yeah, this Vanessa is not really doing the right damage. It's more of a defense break scaling unit on enemy max HP. But this did not get the chance to do anything just yet. And his Ragdoll is a little bit too slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's with
sounds
that
like a Ragdoll problem.
Do you just even send again? He's gone, okay, he's confirming the kill first. I like it as a caster.
Yeah, confirming the kill was, I think, the right play over there. Ragdoll is still a difficult unit to deal with if he doesn't get a defense break on him, but at least you have something to deal with it later.
Yeah,
oh no, the Josephine's gonna perma stun this Ragdoll here. Maybe
against it, but you don't want to put him in range.
He will be in range.
It's always dangerous, but then again, with the 2-turn provoke,
wait, there's the revive.
It's a little bit less of a danger right there, but still, the option is always there.
It is there. Is it moment? Yes, he's going to protect right now. Some more skill 1 damage coming through, but obviously attack bar.
Yeah, oh, that stun is beautiful.
But then again, Ragdoll cannot really provide that much against this much of immunity, and Lima once
go for
again
the slow.
has been shown as a very difficult unit to deal with.
All right, can this Ragdoll luck sack here?
Don't really
very important,
because you know Josephine's coming next, but at the same time,
is he sacking?
Vanessa might go down.
Yeah, I don't think you want to go for a revive. Is actually going to go for a revive. Just try to divert the damage towards other units because it is mainly single target.
Oh, he is not sacking, and he's super slow too.
Did not manage to get it.
Yeah, that's GG.
Didn't get it. You need to clean him up right now first, I would say. You can get Josephine to come in later now.
Yeah, I think that is all she wrote for this Ragdoll right here. Did not have enough sustain to work with it. The SeanB was a great pick, but it was the only sustain
Tech going crazy.
This Ragdoll out trying to survive.
He's coming back from
Tech
all the way in the lower spot of lower bracket.
Europe Cup champion right there, say. Ragdoll was good into the Etna, but Etna survived for a lot longer on that field than I thought she would.
Yeah, that Athena was actually alive for a very long time.
Rune
that
quality
was definitely the issue for Neff. So let's see what we go for the bans right here. I think he has to respect that Lima because that's just a troublesome unit. On the side of Tactic, I would also already respect that Ragdoll because you know you want to be playing that Athena more, and Ragdoll is the only unit that gives most issues against that.
Exactly, as he figured that out though right here, they're using a lot of the time to work out for the very first stack ban. Maybe there's a spanner in the works, because Neff maybe thought he would already be 1-0 up going into this second set between both of them. There's plenty of options here. Random guess, say what you're saying.
I would still go for a Lima and a Ragdoll, but we're actually going to go for an Athena and we're going to go for a SeanB. Interesting 2 bans right there, but I do really respect both of them.
Oh wait. The summoner's game of my TOA actually played.
Doing awesome work so far.
Can't hear that anymore, buddy.
SWC right there. First pick is going to Neff again. Shiho, most contested unit in SWC.
I'm playing some TOA in the background.
Neff kind of predicting a Ragdoll ban, and therefore a Athena would have been that much of a problem. So therefore taking it out, I definitely do like that Athena ban right there, especially if you don't use it yourself. But on the other hand, the SeanB is going to be
they're both trying to steal the secret from one another.
Like
that's why Neff didn't ban the secret.
Coming out on the field for Neff right there. The Sigrid is also one of those units that they're both sharing. We're going to contest it going through 3rd and 4th pick then for Tech. Is he going to continue with some speed?
Yeah, that is the big question. He has been drafting Elsharian a little bit less today than he was drafting in prior days in the prelims. But we have been seeing more and more Josephine, and these Josephines have actually been doing very well.
Oh, I kind of like the Lima more, maybe.
Layla also coming in right there. Neff.
Yeah,
okay,
I think I like the Lima more. God, Neff has a freaking strong answer. Light Fern
if you get the right defense break in, it is Death Wedded Jaeger, and you also pretty much have to ban out this Fern because it's just such a difficult unit to deal with, especially because she also has buff block. So the moment you actually kind of get your skills in, buff blocked, it's still no shield for you.
Exactly. Lima coming in then as well on the 5th pick for Tech.
I guess it's a light Fern.
Like you said, you have to respect that Fern, what she's going to bring to the table right there. But for the side of Tech, maybe just get rid of some of the immunity?
I would definitely get rid of this Lima. This Lima has been showing time and time again how dangerous she can be. Or you go for the Layla, because Layla is definitely going to be cycling on your turn.
Layla being taken out then, and that Fern. So we've got speed lead 28 versus a 33. Going into our set number 2 right now between Neff and Tech. Who's going to get that extra point and 1 step closer to the Europe Cup?
In this case, can we connect the stun on this Lima? No, we actually do not get it. Lima, most of these are 100% resistance, and I'm not 100% sure if this monkey was on 85 accuracy.
Let's find out right here. Coming in for the stun, does manage to land it on the Aragorn as well. Going to be able to boost up right now with some damage.
Yeah, boost up with damage. He's actually deciding not to use it as of yet. Wants to have the turn rotation where this unit moves in front, so potentially cannot go for a defense break. Try to get the increased cooldown, but it's very low by chance.
It is. You can look to strip and provoke right here. Are you going to go into the monkey? Going then into that Aragorn.
Wait.
Really? The Aragorn, knowing that that is a dangerous unit to deal with, but also pretty much most of the damage that has
immunity.
Why
will
be remaining, except for those recovery heal over tides, which are actually very strong.
They are super strong when they come through right there, managing
I
to get
guess
that
he
stun
can see the future.
Vanessa.
What the heck?
Revenge coming through.
Okay,
huge.
buddy.
Yeah, that's a huge revenge right there. And Tech is once again looking at the drive seats enabled by this Lima, but all of the skills going into this monkey, which is the one unit you don't really hit at this moment.
Exactly. Is it the moment to put slows, try and strip that monkey and get some stuns coming through later on? Opting against it?
Opting against it, I think mainly because of the Jaeger. If the Jaeger goes for a cycle, it could have been very hard to deal the damage on the 2 units that are already very low on the HP. And I think just simply taking those out is more beneficial rather than putting up some slows.
Yeah, you're managing not to quite take out, though, at the moment. It is looking dangerous still. You want to confirm kills sooner or later if you are Tech.
Yeah, there's still the revive on the Vanessa. We don't get any stuns as of yet. I think we're just simply going to go for skill 1 cycling. You take it out with skill 1. You can once again go
can
for
he kill it though?
And these Aragorns
can he finish
are
it?
not really performing, mainly because the enemy
the violence.
actually performance right there.
Oh,
and
no.
He's connecting enough to get a skill 2 potentially. You probably teamed up with a Jaeger. Could that be an insta-kill on a Megumi or even on a other unit?
Sent the S3 instead. There's only 2 units without immunity.
You need to push
right
back the
there
Shiho
at the
though.
moment, but it's It's going to be a dead Aragorn, and Jaeger's going to have to do a lot of work.
Oh,
yeah,
he let the pushback.
To reset
Not
this
enough.
Josephine, so your Megumi or the Shio can have a better rotation on this skill 3, which is very respectable right there. It's still very scary because you probably lose your Aragorn pretty soon. We're gonna be connecting our kills, so we definitely trade 1 for 1, but we have another rotation of start of the end coming in.
Yeah, you've got all that invincibility up, you've got everything else coming through there. Obviously, Jaeger can hit through, but I mean, it's not going to be enough.
It's not going to be enough just yet, but he needs 2-3 more of those, and it would be enough, but that's still an uphill battle right there.
Yeah, he's not confirming any of these kills, though, at the moment. So is he hoping for an S2 coming out soon?
I think he's trying to aim for a skill 1 on the Lima, because Lima can crit on the correct element.
This is going to be scary.
But he
it's going to kill this Josephine here.
Could be a dangerous thing
on
this
threat. No.
To get a crazy additional turn on this Jaeger. We have seen it on Violent.
Is that GG?
We have seen it on Vampire. In this case, Violent does work out very well.
It does. You've still got that threat state up.
Oh, he's rushing to the Jaeger now.
Yeah,
I think it's a bit too late.
Things on attack buff, you just simply deal so much damage with those additional damage artifacts. So we're not going to be seeing any healing from this Jaeger. But if that Jaeger takes 2 more turns, it could be very bad. But there's just so much cycling going on with this secret, where the start of the end seems to be flowing every time.
Can he have Violent Pro again?
Doesn't have that skill to available. He does now, though. Some more damage.
Holy damage!
Ooh, that's a massive amount of damage coming in.
He needs to get his Jaeger.
Defense break it right now into a... Oh, goes for skill 2. Not enough damage.
Oh, the revive is back, though.
New revive coming in as well. There's so many buffs. Is gonna send it.
Oh, no.
Does strip the only thing that actually reduces the damage right now. So no counters coming in just yet.
No counters, and it's not
enough
to kill
if he
right
Violent Pro is over.
Could be additional turn territory.
Oh, 3 Violent Pro in a row, Nev!
Actually take it out, and there's another revive coming in. Are you going to be sending on reviving your
3 Violent Procs in a row.
Right now, because you have the threats that you have to hit this. This unit is on Swift, so therefore cannot take any additional turns. Monkey
what is that Jaeger, bruh?
Wow,
what the fuck?
Was a crazy turn at the end there.
That's kind of cheating.
Back. Jaeger being so deadly, and I think Tech had a lot of opportunities to confirm kills to get through those revives, but just Jaeger being on the field with a potential threat state put a spanner in his works.
Yeah,
that Jaeger kind of cheating,
for a bunch of turns, and I would have agreed with all of those. The moment he finally did say that, he was punished by that threat state, and that's just the danger of Jaeger. Plus, Jaeger is such a dangerous unit, because the further you go into the match, the more he's stacked. Well, he's stacked pretty fast anyways, but he's just so deadly to deal with, because he's hard to take down, and he deals a lot of damage.
And he's gone.
Does, and that's why he's being respected out of this stack ban right there. Lima also taken away.
I think Vam Jaeger would just get slow debuff, attack broken, glancing, and die without doing any
work.
I
would definitely say so. We're respecting the most core LBs
I don't like Vam
to our own, so the enemy cannot draft any more of those. That's definitely what we're playing for at this moment. But it's also funny to see Secret being traded back and forth between 2 players.
Yeah, right. And then we're seeing an instant locking of an Annabelle as a response instead of a She-Ho. We would have got it wrong if we'd have said it, sir.
You could go for both, or we could take it away and we're still locking down She-Hos.
Yeah, of course.
She-Ho, of course. We're still then on the 50-50. Fire Megumi.
Can't go wrong with She-Ho.
Right here. Josephine been playing well against She-Hos.
Yeah, and this time doesn't have the Jaeger, which he definitely does like to go against all of those stunts. Aragorn hasn't been performing as much outside of that one rotation that he could take against Josephine in last turn. But let's see if it's going to be a little bit better. There's so many team-ups in Tech's team happening right now. However, there's not really something you want to team up with.
Yeah, who are you going to bring with you? Well, we don't really know which one of our friends we want to take with you. We're seeing the Piranha coming out right now. Obviously, there's not too much
immunity on the
side of Neff.
I think that Neff could be looking at a draft where he locks in a very good unit in 5th, bans out the Josephine, because I think the Piranha is not the biggest of issues if you already have an NFL on the field, and you can potentially add another unit to the table, which could also do very well with that. But let's see if Neff has a certain unit that would fit that draft.
Yeah, how's he going to deal with it then right here? Neff, previous Europe Cup champion, he's gone for a Chow then, so doesn't have that Jaeger, but he's got his brother who's instantly banned out, as well as that Piranha. Speed leads of a 28 versus a 33 in our set number 3 between Tech and Neff right here. Who's going to get through to our Europe Cup?
Yeah, let's see, because Josephine, once again, is going to be big problems. And Josephine has been big problems throughout. But I think he's hoping to get a right rotation with his Aragorn where he can simply reset it and then there's problem solved. But let's see if that happens, because so far,
dude, Josephine getting turn 1 proc, it just mind-blowing.
We've got
that's not fair,
get the stun as well on the Aragorn right there. Annabelle would have been taking that turn, so could have cleansed it, but won't unless...
Won't be taking any of those useful turns.
It looks
right now.
really bad for Neff now.
Immunity on just one unit right now, taking it away. Additional turn that you would have loved to see on this Aragorn.
Yeah, that's the one where you really wanted it right there. You're going to just kind of
but Annabelle didn't get...
You know that an Annabelle skill 2 can
he needs
cleanse
to
any of
provoke
the stuns
Annabelle
that do
again,
come out here, though.
Yeah, it does come out, but there's one big issue for Neff coming in pretty soon, which is more stuns on this Josephine. Plus, we also do have the Aragorn for protection coming in hot.
Oh! Can he stun the Annabelle?
That passive as well for the Josephine.
Oh my god!
You do now get the stun on the Annabelle as well. Tech is controlling enough.
There's so much cooldown reduction.
So much control, and that control is all enabled by this Josephine. I think if Neff wants to keep playing the same style, he might even be thinking about just simply pre-banning this Josephine because she's giving him so many problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much problems right there. Teaming up with the Monkey, more damage coming through into that Megumi. But the other 3 units look so healthy.
Yeah, the other units look pretty healthy. We get the additional turn over there. We lose the immunity because of it, so not really beneficial, especially if we do not connect our skills into this Monkey.
Team is really annoying, but it's not a lot of damage.
Skills available on this Monkey once again.
A lot of random stun in between.
Sending it through into that Megumi. Does get the stun, so Josephine's playing again. Some more stuns or maybe provokes. Does land.
Does fully land once again. It still has 1 turn of immunity skill 2. I think you would be teaming up with the Secret because of the attack buff, but let's see if that does happen.
Let's find out if he's opting to use it right there. Does go in, does go with the Secret, goes for the Annabelle to try and kill, but immunity.
Immunity is the issue right there. Still, we have 2 turn provokes and massive shields. We're still not breaking that shield as of yet.
Plus, the constant cooldown reduction is so annoying. Again.
We don't hit the Annabelle that was close to dying, though, in that situation. There is still a revive available.
You could have killed Annabelle right there.
Revive is still there. Annabelle potentially has still skills available. Resist on this Aragorn. It could be 100 resistance Aragorn. Some of these players have been doing that. We don't see any skills available on this Aragorn.
Can he finish off the Annabelle, though?
Take units out with a skill 1.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you have to send it on a stun?
You kidding me?
Oh, does take for a stun on the Annabelle, but I think he's also just aiming for the damage. But
oh
this is
my
the
god!
Opening for an Aragorn. Aragorn did not use any skill 3 as of yet.
He will be stunned though.
Breaker, which puts everything in cooldown. We do have cooldowns on the
that slow is really big.
Perfect rotation for an all or nothing to connect most of the stuns. Get the side.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with this annoying team is the lack of damage.
Simply taking over this match.
He did so much just to lose to 1 skill 3 of Aragorn.
Wow, waiting for the perfect rotation that he needed from that Aragorn. And Neff is looking super strong right here. He's going to be able to team up.
He did all that to lose to 1 Aragorn skill 3.
Neff bringing it back 2-1 against Tech right there. Say that Dark Aragorn is still a problem.
Yeah, it took so many no turns, but that one moment it goes for resistance. We've seen that both in the set 2 and the set 3. The moment it gets 1 turn, it just goes for the Oathbreaker, resets at the right moment, no immunity on your field, and suddenly everything is slowed, everything is cooldown reset, and therefore we also take out both of the units that have been problems for the opposing side.
I like it.
This is
why stack bans is so good, right? You've had a problem in the set number 2. We're banning both of them out in the set 3. Set 3, oh, we had problems with these units. We're going into set 4 and banning them out. So Shiho now another first pick on the side of Neff.
Well, it's also the perfect moment for Neff to have first pick, because if he banned out Josephine and Tactac had first pick, then for sure Tactac would have stolen that Shiho. Right now, Tactac has to deviate to the units that he likes a little bit less with an aggression in there. Did work out for him in the previous match, but let's see if Neff has the answer to it with very meta units.
Yeah, he's going for the Oliver and the Okeanos instead of, obviously...
That's why you always want to have increased cooldown time in your control team.
Looking at that, seeing hey gang,
block that from happening.
My units at least a little bit.
Yeah, but it's also a very low damage draft. If you have low damage in your 4 or 5 right now, damage is going to be banned out by Neff, and he can easily go for bruiser units along the lines of Misties or any kind of things like that. For talking damage, Marsha is definitely for damage, but the Fern was never pre-banned just yet, and that is still one of those dangerous units that you almost always have to post-ban.
Exactly. A 4 and 5 pick, if you can bring her to the field, it kind of becomes an insta-ban just because of what she brings in terms of a kit. And a Chow, I mean, do you want to comment on that one, sir?
I'm liking the Chow over here because the only damage output is that Marsha right now, or at least the only proper damage output is that Marsha. Heal blocks from the Eretion are also covered with that. So I'm liking this Chow position right here because Neff is definitely aiming at a 5th pick ban right there.
Yeah, let's see what he's got in, even for that 5th pick. Like you said, it's probably going to be banned out anyway, but can you think of something that's maybe not as easily bannable straight away? Layla?
That is an instant ban,
Layla's a ban right there. That's absolutely, because Layla gives Chow a lot of problems. And the thing is, Fern is most likely gone, so therefore Chow is in.
Let's find out. Fern, Layla, said it first. Are the players listening?
Wait a minute!
She got banned out instead.
Okay.
Ooh, Shio banned out, so I think that TacTac is trying to get one rotation where the Marsha can kill something right away. It could happen, but I could also see Fern just simply cut the turns.
Let's find out. Sigrid taking that first turn right
there. Can he
do it?
Okeanos
would have been following up very quickly after that.
Yeah, we are following up after. We don't hit on that many AoE units, so
yeah, the first we're gonna cut, right?
Going in just yet, but this will definitely give enough turns where it also gives where, well, you have to land.
But it doesn't do much
right
here.
Now, Marshall on attack buff, that is deadly though.
That is super deadly. You've got it coming in right there. Where are you going though? Are you going to try to get rid
Oliver?
of Oliver?
Loki, if you kill Chow, you win. But do you send it?
I mean, he sent it on the Fern and
okay,
Fern
that damage kind of crazy, the attack buff.
I mean, how are you dealing with this Marsha?
Yeah, dealing with the Marsha, well, that's all for Chow to do. Chow will be stacking... Ooh, the additional turn right there. You are on glancing, but you should be sending that skill 3, even if it's just for damage.
Yeah, let's see if he sends it. He does send it for damage. A lot of glancing hits coming out. You need to dismount.
Oh, no dismount, but second additional turn, but that's also the dangerous part right now.
If he set up a defense break on the Chow, that'd be crazy.
Still on attack buff. If you land defense break on the Chow right now, Marsha could 50% it. Is resisted on the defense break.
GG, bro.
Huge right there, Marsha. Obviously, you're going to try and take a kill somewhere else. How much damage coming into that Okeanos?
Yeah, I think that
GG, the Chow wins, bro. It's over.
Chow's just going to clean house because Chow already took an additional turn. Chow taking an additional turn means he has justice back. If the Marsha is gone, there's no that much damage potential anymore. So in the end, I think it is going to work out for Neff.
GG. Neff
like
qualify, baby.
His ticket to Hamburg to be in our Europe Cup competition right here. I also agree saying, I mean, stuns and defense breaks, though.
It's stuns and defense breaks, but this Chow like them additional turns, and it's doing very well for Neff.
Definitely is, and now I think he maybe knows it. TacTac is going to obviously fight this one to the end. It could have been his first time at the Europe Cup, but it looks like it's a Chow game today. I love it when you have to do this. Take us away.
Well, the Chow game, like I mentioned, like a good Chow and a good Chow position was very good, but the thing is, I think he should have sent his Marsha skill 2 on that Chow. It was definitely a 50-50 check, but the moment you win that 50-50 check, you immediately win the game. And I think the moment you leave the Chow in, the longer you leave the Chow in, the stronger Chow gets and the more difficulty you have with actually clearing that unit altogether. Because as long as you lose your Marsha, you cannot win this Chow because there's just simply too much healing coming in. There's not enough pushbacks. There's not enough things going on.
Oh my God, he hit the win unit.
Chow is taking that justice.
There and you have
it. Neff has qualified for the Euro Cup happening on the 26th of September in Hamburg. He'll be there trying to defend a previous title from a few years ago.
Reverse sweep, beautifully.
Lost that first set against TacTac, but that shows how much of a true champion he was before, right? Changing things up, coming back with a bit more of a Neff style of gameplay, I would say.
Well, I think the Neff style of gameplay was also a bit allowed by the way that TacTac plays, because he just kind of goes very heavy into the bruiser, but it also did show that TacTac, the further he goes into the stack 3-ban, the more difficulties he has most of the time. He's very confident. I think he won all of his first games. He won most of his second games, but the 3 and 4 was where he mostly started losing.
Exactly, and thank you for TacTac being part of this Europe preliminaries, but sadly we are going to be saying goodbye to you. Maybe we'll see you in another edition of our SWC. But for Neff, he has qualified for that Europe Cup, exactly like I said, but there are still 3 more places today for those final selections going to our Europe Cup. There's going to be a big matchup coming up next, though. Say Cyber Opa, who took down Glorious, is against SeanB Sep. Damn.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for both of them. Also, both newcomers, so we guaranteed have a newcomer. Both of them are not newcomers to the European preliminaries, but both of them will be a newcomer to the European Cup.
Fantastic to see new players coming around. Love to see it between both of them as well. We know SeanB playing a crazy style of play. Cyber Opa them managing to take down Glorious, like I said. That's no easy feat right there. And SeanB is more of the same. Let's find out very soon who is going to be.
I want to see some Neftis gameplay
to the Europe Cup
Cyber
for our
Opa.
next round of matches. Have you got a favorite going into this one, sir?
Well, I definitely always like the match of SeanB because he definitely goes for all kinds of different playstyles. He has cleaves in there, he has bruisers, he has CCs. He has a bit of everything, and definitely the well LDs, runes, and artifacts to pair with it. So let's see what he has been cooking up for us today.
If this Sam isn't SeanB
cooking in our match number 2 of the day,
I think there might be more than one Sam in the world,
round.
Okay?
Cyber Opa remembers when you had to earn your runes in GB10. SeanB just finds them lying on the floor. Grandpa's wisdom versus the lucky man. One ticket on the line. Who's going to get it? Let's find out in this one. Say again, a Shiho.
Yeah,
wow, more Ethna.
Very early on the other side right away.
So many Ethna.
Playing Ethna as a Tianlang owner is always a little bit awkward because the moment that you see these 3 units on your opposing side, you always want to lock in the Tianlang as a Tianlang owner. But now you have your own Ethna, you're kind of like, yeah, maybe I don't want to do that. So let's see if he still goes for it. But it would be denying the S2, S3 rotation of the Ethna altogether.
Duke Windstar?
So
Probably
a lot of options still to play for, but an early Ethna could backfire.
Oh.
Let's find out. Ooh. Wind Paul Phoenix coming out. This is like why we like watching SeanB say.
Yeah, we have seen Obabo play a little bit with that on stream as well. It's a great counter into resets, and I'm not entirely sure if Cyber Opa got the memo that that unit is great into resets by locking in another resetter.
Hey, you know what?
Are we lagging, chat?
Say, but
we're more lagger.
The fire in Asuke as well as a response.
Maybe I don't think we're lagging.
Get rid of Josephine, but 5th pick for SeanB.
I would like SeanB was a kind of bruiser unit that could deal with all of those units on the field. I'm mainly aiming towards either an NFL or a Juno. Juno could be a little bit tricky because dealing with a Shio is always dangerous. But in my book, that's definitely a ban on that in Inosuke Fire.
Yeah, let's see if he is going to lock in then on the Anvil, which he does. SeanB right here, like you said, that fire in Inosuke, is he going to be looking to ban it out? Do you respect
Ancient Crystal? You can buy relics
as well.
Don't buy the upgrade stone, buy the relic.
Paul Phoenix, but we're actually going to be respecting
10 per month, right? Or something
even
like
though
that.
We do have the Paul Phoenix on the field. Interesting.
Or buy LD score, of course.
Speed
can never go wrong with LD score.
Both Cyber Opa and SeanB
Or can always go wrong with LD score.
2 of the lower round 2. Who's going to go through to our Europe Cup?
Well, let's see. We are faster on the side of the Adna. Both are on will, connecting the full damage of 50%. So therefore, it is guaranteed on that stun, not taking its first turn.
Exactly, resisted there against that Annabelle as well, saying now he's got it.
Now he got it, but also landing it with both defense break and attack break right now. Are you going to be sending a skill 3? Because if you send a skill 3, you have a defense break set up for the Shio, which could say goodbye very fast.
It could say goodbye very fast, but I mean, Vanessa's probably not going to be able to clean it up too yet. You've gone for it, you've managed to strip, but no defense break on the Megumi.
No defense break on the Megumi, but also double resistance on this Oliver. Oliver is selling these European players right here. Also full resistance on this Inosuke. Mostly a lower accuracy unit, but then again, that's interesting to see.
Yeah, so much resistance.
Is it over?
You get that stun into the Oliver from that Paul Phoenix.
Okay, Megumi can bring it back now, I think.
Yeah, she does get the turn right there. You can go for the recovery at this moment, but is trying to take it out. Not enough damage just yet.
Oh, this Megumi
is... You can look to stun and stop Megumi is doing it. Even getting close to killing the Shiho.
Yeah, we're not going to get that. Plus, we're going to get the rotation up where we have the Shio skill 3 coming in. Where are we going to be sending our damage? Are we just going to lower the Atna? No, we're actually going to send it on the NFL, not connecting any of the hits.
No, and you got the stun there coming in onto the Etna right now. Paul Phoenix needs to do a lot of work.
Ooh, does actually get a wrong element provoke right there, which will provide the whole team for a little bit of more healing coming in.
Man, if they don't reset cooldown time, then Paul Phoenix can have shit.
Right there, but you can go into the Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver, do you connect the cool time increase? No, still gonna go for the Megumi right there. Oliver will have an off turn after this, but also the attack bar is increased due to this Paul Phoenix.
Oh, that was perfect Paul Phoenix moment.
Paul Phoenix coming out right there. Are you gonna get resisted again on a fire in a Suki? You do nothing on the Etna.
Oh, nothing on the Athena. Going for the capture, taking the buffs and also taking the life of the unit, which was the highest damage output on the side of Cyber Opa. And also,
oh my god, almost.
It's more difficult.
Definitely is more difficult. Do you land your defense break? You do right there. Etna's going to be able to follow up soon as well.
Athena coming in with a skill 2, and it's definitely a moment where you could send it, but you could also hold back on it simply to not give the turn to this Megumi.
Exactly, you don't want to allow the Megumi to get the turn right there. I don't think the
Anna has
additional
skill,
damage
right?
would just be enough.
Yeah.
Oh, cool timed out.
Much coming in there.
It's over.
Now. Nope, we're just gonna go for the kill, but we also take that additional turn, so therefore we're gonna go for a smack.
It's over now.
Oliver.
Yeah, you can just heal up if you want to play it a little bit safer, I would say.
Yeah, I would definitely go for the heal up over here, because in the end, you still have a bruiser fight ahead of you against this Inosuke. Your units will take a turn, lose their immunity before this Inosuke takes a turn, so it's always a deadly unit.
That damage on Ethna is crazy.
It's going to be an uphill battle, though.
Definitely is, especially when you've got an Annabelle on the field. She can look to put some defense breaks, some slows, get turns coming in as well.
Oh, she landed everything.
Balls, getting more Ghost Sprayer off, topping off everyone to nearly full HP. We got a capture at a perfect moment.
GG. SeanB Seb with the counterplay.
SeanB taking a 1-0 advantage then against Cyber Opa right here in our lower round 2 match 2 right there. I would say very clean drafting coming out from SeanB Seb there, and the Paul Phoenix really was crucial.
Yeah, Paul Phoenix worked out very well. I was also kind of maybe expecting a Paul Phoenix ban. Maybe SeanB Seb was expecting the same thing, and therefore banning out the Nyx, because the Nyx with that is always a difficult thing. Let's see what we have for... Ooh, we're actually respecting both units. Paul Phoenix, I want to like reset you. It's like, we'll take that out. But on the other side, well read as well, we're taking out that Nyx.
That's why you're a caster right there. So speaking about the 2 units that get into that stack ban, exactly why we love you. SeanB Seb bringing out a Shiho.
Yeah, once again, going back to the Shiho. But on the other side, are we going to go for an Athena? Because Cyber Opa has shown in his first match that he also does like to go for an Athena himself. However, if the case that Cyber Opa goes for an Athena, SeanB Seb could answer with a Tian lane.
Could answer with it. We've got Fire Megumi coming out. Then
it's so hard to draft when you know they have a Tian Lang, huh?
Could be
it's really annoying.
Coming into the 2nd and 3rd pick for SeanB Seb. Probably needs a speed lead.
Tian Lang counter a lot of
yeah, so
counter.
Go the style of an Oliver. Oliver Athena is what we have seen some people play. Also Oliver.
Yeah, we need a Perma Shiho early pre-ban, bro.
Oliver plus Okeanos or Athena is definitely one of those things that we have seen, and that's also what we will see in this draft. There
we have it. Okeanos coming out.
What are these non-LD?
And the Layla.
Ooh, quick responses, ball side, but SeanB Seb is taking a little bit of time to think about it. Is this enough to take care of everything that is on the side of Cyber Opa? Because these Josephine Layla drafts are always very dangerous, and it's not always the right way to go for more CC into those.
Let's find out. He's switching it out then now. Heigang not there. Nabara wants to kind of deal up with any of those debuffs right there.
Yeah, I'm actually liking the Nobara flavor a little bit more, because Cyber Opa was open to pick a Nobara in that 5th pick as well, because there's so much going on. However, Oliver is a great pick.
And he pre-banned the Windpaw when Windpaw seems pretty good against Oliver Okeanos. Yeah.
Super menacing right there. The 5th pick then coming in from Cyber Opa. Who are we looking to lock in right now?
We're going to go back to that Jin, but let's see if SeanB Seb has a better understanding of how to play against Jin than we see in a prior match with that Jin against Glorious.
Let's find out right here. Speed leads are available still, not being banned out. Anavel and that Nabara going from the field to likely 33 versus a 28 right here in our lower round. Match number 2, set 2 between SeanB Seb and Cyber Opa then.
Ooh, this is always the big question. Shiho skill 3, do you actually send it? Because this is a very good moment to simply not send it. Wait for your Elena skill 3, rotate into the skill 2 of Oblivion on the Josephine, and then let other units do his job. But in this case, no, we're just simply going to be taking that out on the first hit, which actually did land the wrong element.
Yeah, he landed on the wrong element. Like you said, maybe a bit too much foresight going in for these guys. They are going to be nervous playing in this one. There's a step at the Europe Cup available, but he landed everything there.
Yeah, and also landing the seal in this case. Where do you send your reset? Because if you send it on the Layla, you cannot get the S2. And I think that's the best play, but the Oliver is once again selling for these European players.
He really is. You've got this skill coming in
double
right
seal. It's a despair seal, I think.
Yeah, that's a lot of seals coming in rather than anything. We do have a potential S2 coming in right now. It? Is this the right moment that you already want to send it? We don't want to send it just yet, but we also do not connect our stun.
No, we don't. It does also mean that Josephine
yeah,
will
we
have
don't really see win stock in
getting
Europe.
it all back.
Yeah, she's getting everything back, but we also still have skills available on any of the units on the side of SeanB Sepp. However, this Ghost has something to tell about it. We're actually missing on the Elena, which still has a chance to cycle.
The moment you see Layla do that,
to cycle right there.
It's just kind of sad.
Into right there. Huge stun.
The huge stun coming in at the right moment. These drafts are just so difficult to deal with. Normally you would say, Okeanos, take your additional turn, but there's a seal. There's actually a lot of seal units on the side of Cyber Opa right now.
And even when you get an off stun right there on that Megumi, it's not going to allow your monkey to take any turns.
Yeah, oh no, it's happening again.
Once again, we're going back to Ghosts, and these Ghosts have been a lot of problems for a lot of players. It is a super strong unit. If you draft according, you can definitely fix that with Juno's Nobaras. But if she comes in that late and you only have one of those units on the field, it's banned out. And Layla is a
she does so much, bro.
She is a massive issue. And that Okeanos just getting stunned every single time. And Josephine stunning back wherever she wants.
Yeah, it's funny to see how we see so much more Josephine today than we have seen Josephine in day 1 and day 2. It was definitely not that much of a common thing, but right now a lot of people
realize that Shio can be beaten
against that Shio.
It really is. Cyber
just figure Josephine
stepping up to the plate then right here is going to bring 1 point back against SeanB Sepp in our match number 2, set number 2. 1 apiece. Remember, whoever wins, it's a newcomer to our Europe Cup, say, and these guys really want to get there. How are they going to look to approach this set number 3?
Let's see if we're going to go for a respect ban on that Josephine. I'm not too sure who has first pick between the two of them right now. Most of the time, if you want to pick Shio
Josephine,
first, it's best to pre-ban at the moment you have first pick, because otherwise you pre-ban a Josephine, you don't have to go to a Shio, and then the Shio goes to the enemy side. So in this case, we do have first pick on the side of Cyber Opa, but we're respecting the Layla, which also for SeanB Sepp enables a few of his other units.
There you go, coming in to it then. So Cyber Opa will have that first pick right here. Is it guaranteed that it's going to be another Shio? Woo!
We're going back to the Shihos, but then the big question, does SeanB Sepp also like to go for a Josephine himself? In this case, Vanessa Josephine isn't the most of common openers right there, but let's see what kind of unit he likes to pair it with, because going for an Atna this early, it is an option. We have seen him do it before. We've seen him win with it, but is it the right play?
Well, we're going to see if it's the right play or not in this one, as Etna is on the field. Good response with a fine Megumi and an Oliver, so taking 2 speed leads.
2 speed leads right there. Josephine on the side of SeanB Sepp this time around is somewhat covered by this Oliver. Also, once again, we talked about it earlier. Tianlang is great against 3 attack bar gain units. But then again, you have your own attack bar gain unit on the field already, and therefore you probably do not want to draft it in this position.
I mean, Tianlang sounds like
an
annoying thing to have.
This one, or what's going to happen? It is even 1-1 at the moment. He's gone for the light Hwarang with some damage then.
Ooh, I'm liking the light Hwarang. It's a hard unit to kill, but then again, there's a lot of additional damage artifacts. We have seen a similar draft on the side of Rexus prior to this. It did not work out for him this time because he was full-on controlled by that Oliver. Let's see if SeanB Sepp took a note from that match and bans out the Oliver in this case, or is something else the right ban?
Or is he going to go for the Megumi so that he knows an Etna can take some turns and start cycling as well? He's gone for the Annabelle then, and the Vanessa for the speed lead has gone out on the side of SeanB Sepp.
This Hwarang Rakuni is going to be really strong then.
Accuracy lead going into our set number 3 of the Europe preliminaries right here. 1 apiece for Cyber Opa and SeanB Sepp.
Yeah, let's see what we can do on this Oliver, because all eyes are on this Oliver right now.
I mean, there you go. He didn't manage to get the stun. There's no Josephine coming out right here. He can look to boost.
Boost and good damage. Both of them are already there. Plus, you can also increase the cooldowns. Did manage to increase the cooldown, so no skills available for this NFL or for this.
This Hwarang got a really hard carry.
Enough there to try and even maybe I would have thought set a defense break on the Etna and
probably dead here.
Yeah, I think it should have gone for the kill, but try to go for a unit that has a built-in glancing where you don't get the attack bar on your Oliver.
Okay, maybe not.
Sure on that place.
Maybe he doesn't have to hard carry that much.
Available right now. You reset it just once, whereas now you have a full rotation of an S2 into an S3.
Oh my god, he let this Etna move? Hello?
Unit, which is that Oliver. If Oliver leaves this battlefield, I think SeanB Sepp wins. Plus, stealing that attack buff in the process just makes Etna damage so much more potential.
So much, and this time he's confirming the kill with that Hwarang, getting rid of the Oliver, so the controller's kind of slowed down for Cyber Opa.
I guess it's kind of over.
Yeah,
he let the Ethna live for some reason.
We also have Josephine online right now. There's no cleanses. NFL was banned out. Even if you land stuns right now, there's one unit on 100 resistance. There's one unit with cleansing.
Oh my god.
There's one unit you can actually stun, but do not want to stun, and you let exactly that one.
Exactly. You don't get your own
deserve right there, Chad.
But I mean, it's looking good because a Hwoarang and a Rakuni is so deadly.
Rakuni and Hwoarang kind of solo from here.
Adna did exactly what she was
not
supposed
like solo.
To do. In this case, Rakuni and Hwoarang, that's just a team powerhouse right there. And even if the enemy lands any stuns, still Josephine to back that up.
Exactly. Josephine got that passive back because of the Rakuni giving it the turn as well right there.
Hwoarang is such a
it's going to be a
scary unit.
SeanB step going into this one.
Yeah, it's looking definitely as an uphill battle. If you land that provoke is connected.
Oh my god, the Rakuni is doing it.
Yet. But then again, the Rakuni with just a little bit of chip healing all the time, a little bit of chip attack bar, makes the Josephine get the right turns in even against swift units. So she does get her passive back at right moments.
She's getting it back.
Oh no!
Just slowly chipping him down.
Should have confirmed the kill, bro.
Kill for himself.
Should have confirmed the kill.
The final hit over there, but this Josephine, I think that Josephine, I would like to see that has a
Josephine
really good track
is usually on speed with damage HP.
Definitely does.
Pretty simple unit.
Favors for SeanB Sep,
because it gets a lot of turns, so being super fast is not like the biggest priority.
One set away from joining us at the Europe Cup in Hamburg later this year. Cyber Opa needs 2 wins in a row, loses any more sets, and we are going to be saying goodbye to him right there. Josephine's, Etna's, say, this was not the meta I thought we were on.
No, this was, well, we see a lot of Olivers, we see a lot of She-Hosts. Those were definitely common, but Josephine Pre-ban, no, we're actually not going to go for Josephine Pre-ban. I was expecting a Josephine Pre-ban on the side of SeanB Sep because he has a She-Host first pick potential right now, but he's actually going to be taking away a speed lead. Big issue is you're probably giving a Oliver speed lead to Cyber Opa in that case.
Yeah, you probably are. We got the She-Ho taken away then, going into that first pick. Oliver, like you said, coming out with an Annabelle. Quick responses.
Yeah, very quick responses. So I'm not too sure about that Megumi. I wouldn't really feel it as a big of issue for SeanB Sep as of yet. Nice picks right there on the Nezuko. Mostly likes to pair the Nezuko with either a Jaeger or a Julian, which are super strong units. But then again, Oliver definitely has something to say about it.
I like Cyber Opa Neftis. I like that.
Has to go for strip in 4.
He need another strip though, maybe a Jogan?
Yeah, he's gone for it into it. 4 and 5 SeanB Sep. Let's see what you are rocking right here. Parter bringing up some immunity then.
Yeah, that's the immunity. Do you want to go the double counter against it? Yeah, that is going for the double counter against that. Reading the draft where you do know your enemy is going to go for 2 units on AoE strips, having the exacto counters to that. So let's see if Cyber Opa maybe has a little bit of a niche unit. Ooh, going for
niche unit.
But I think
I like that niche unit.
Out. I would say that NFL, but nope, we're going to go for the Stark.
Stark and She-Ho have gone. We've got 33 speed leads for both SeanB Sep and Cyber Opa here then. Who is going to be joining us?
Will the win? No, the light twin actually push back? Because I heard it's kind of a fake unit.
Step away.
I think that SeanB Sep has a pretty solid draft over here because in this case, you have to push back a lot with this Twin Angels to actually cut the enough turn. It is possible, but your attack bar gain is not as much. Does he get enough cut? Does not get enough cut with pretty much the whole team of SeanB Sep moving right after.
Yeah, they're all moving right here. You can look
to try and get lacking damage a little bit, though.
He's going for the twins. Big stuns maybe here, gang.
Oh, yep, we got some good stuff coming in. Can we go for a stun on the NFL right now? Because a stun on the NFL would be the most crucial thing that you could do at this moment. Is trying it, but
no
is not enough accuracy to connect those things on a 100 res unit.
No, it isn't. But at the moment, SeanB Sep is fine. He's got a lot of immunity.
SeanB Sep has some damage, though.
Kind of a little bit useless.
Yeah, pretty much all of the units are kind of useless if you cannot get the right strips off at the right moment. Plus, the turn rotation is perfect for SeanB Sep, where you don't have too many off turns. This might be a little bit of an off turn, but that is the only unit that has an off turn that could be interrupted before the Nezuko moving.
Yeah, you've got a good defense.
If that Pada get a hit, I think he's going to kill.
Parter is in that beast form.
Yeah, Pada is in the beast form, can do a lot of damage. We're also going to get our skill 3 off right here. We're not going to be providing immunity on everyone, however, but at least we're taking down this Oliver by a good bit.
Oh, so, never mind.
Ooh, the additional turn on this girl's prayer is throwing a bit off right there. So not getting the defense break off for the right moment. So Cyber Opa is still in this match, but cannot really send his skills as of yet. But once again, there's no defense break to work
Twin
with
is like...
No, there isn't.
Shogun.
Really
but instead of pushing the team, he pushed back the enemy team.
Moment.
Yeah, it's a bit of an off moment for the immunity
and
right now.
No
you still have
elemental
one more turn where you
weakness.
can simply send it. Goes back to
Skill
the
2 can reduce cooldown, which can be very convenient.
Passive once again, trying to get that passive back. But even then, we're still doing good chip damage.
Dude,
and this chip damage is going to be
this
taking
thing did
out this
so much damage. The fuck?
Everyone is one turn away
it did
from losing
4k per hit with a skill 2.
Selling it for SeanB.
Exactly, and that prevents an Annabelle and a Neftis from really
on a death broken unit still for support to do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. The only units
it's like Juno level of damage
is the only units like, yeah, you can take that one. He did his job on his first rotation. It's fine. You can take down that unit. But the other units are here to stay, and they're still doing their job very well.
They really are. He's going to try and get the pushback. You've got some more healing coming through, but I don't know if you're ever going to get the
permanent immunity is so annoying.
Like, fighting the moment against 2 units that are anti-strip, 2 units that provide immunity, it's just so difficult with a team like this. It is really all by the rotation. Ooh, are we going to get our off moment? No, we're still looking at 2 turns. But we're soon gonna go into more off moments. However,
oh my gosh, she has it.
With this Rain of Ashes, skill 1, is it enough chip damage on defense break to simply take it out?
Okay.
Yes, it is.
It is right there. He's going for some stuns. He's managed to land them.
The Hagen pick was really good.
Send it anyway, but
I would have probably sent it over there because
I think I can build this off team.
Is very much over. Also, once again, another Moonlight Glaze.
It doesn't look like contest speed ruined with my other unit.
Played by the immunity play, reading the draft on the enemy side, noticing it's like, hey, this is the opener where he can't really do anything with.
Wow, this Nezuko damage is
and that worked out
a little bit too good
well for SeanB, opening his chance on the first time in the European Cup.
He is going to be there. We're just going to whittle it down, get through an Annabelle, land a defense break from the Vanessa. Maybe a Hagang pushback. I mean, don't heal.
SeanB Seb, congratulations.
Go for the heal. He's the first time. He's the first time this close.
Making it to the Europe Cup,
the prelims. But he's want to get as much stage presence as possible. Trying to get as long in, but this Wild Blow has something to say about it. Just waiting for this Nezuko turn right here, because that is where additional damage artifacts come in for the victory.
Well played, well played.
SeanB is at this year's Europe Cup. He will be in Hamburg on
He will be in the Europe Cup, boys.
First time for him.
All right, guys, sad news. Sad news, guys. I have to let you know that we are ending the stream right now. I gotta go. So you will see me tomorrow on the China Qualifier if you're watching that. But unfortunately, we will not be able to watch the next 2 matches. Very sad about that. But hopefully, we're going to be seeing some great matches still. But I will have to go, guys. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching with me today. You will see me with the China Qualifier in 12 hours. Okay? So, guys, thank you so much. But I have to go right now. I will see you guys again really, really soon. Okay? Twitch, YouTube. See you guys tomorrow. Have a day, guys. Bye.